Hello, buddy. Oh, boy, I'm not prepared. I'm sorry, guys.
I forgive you.
It's been a day.
It's been a day
Like
already?
nothing's happened.
Right.
But just I'm feeling, I don't know.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
You're me yesterday. I was having one of
I
those
don't
days
know.
yesterday.
You want a hug, buddy?
Yeah, I was going to say back rub.
That's definitely not gonna
Oh,
help.
hey, it's on the table.
I don't know.
It's you're chugging all this water and
might
the
be
toxins
surprised.
are coming out of you.
I'm drinking a lot of water.
Show on the cameras this water jug that you are
trying to drink
making love to every day.
Oh,
This thing
okay.
that's the weight of a baby.
Yeah, but I've been going through it.
It's got to be more than a
Every
gallon.
day.
This is what I got
that
today.
seems like a big
It's more than a gallon, man.
No.
Right? Oh, it's a gallon up to the line, and you keep going to the cap.
Oh, man,
don't
I
know how
like
big
to
You go big,
overachieve.
dude.
Well, if you
This
want a hug,
is 3,000 milliliters. Well, you
That's a
see
lot.
here, it's got the times on it.
Yeah.
So you have to get it knocked out, huh?
So you got to knock it out. Although it doesn't account for me getting up at 2:30. Like it starts
Oh,
at
okay.
starts at 9 a.m. when
So are you ahead of that?
humans when
Humans.
normal humans actually start their day. Not these people here. No, we
How you been
weirdos.
doing with that? Have you finished it
Oh yeah,
each day? Wow.
each day.
What time are you finishing it? Or is it like, I got to go to bed, and I still got a quarter of a gallon to go?
Yesterday I struggled. Yesterday I struggled.
Didn't pace correctly?
No.
Can you set up as a drip where you just
Like
insert-
just walk around with a
a little pole and have that hooked up?
No,
to you?
I've been peeing a lot though,
I can't
including in the middle of the night having to get up,
Bummer.
Ah.
That's the worst.
and sometimes not getting up.
Can't you
Just
cut it
go.
off?
All right.
Just go, man.
Just go, man.
Plastic sheets, baby.
Cut it off an hour before you go to bed. That way you can keep drinking a ton of water, and then most likely.
Yeah, still though, there's some left in the reserve. You know.
All right.
Bummer, man.
Listen, if we have to, God forbid, take a sexy photo come February after the football season's over,
You're going to be hydrated.
I'm going to be well hydrated.
He's gonna be peeing.
They're going to look at that sexy photo and they go, man, he's overweight, but man, is he hydrated.
Yeah. Look at those wet
that
Speedos.
skin is gorgeous.
That
Looks
skin-
like he's peed a lot.
man, that guy,
He pees a ton.
his pee is clear.
Yep. That's what we shoot for every day on this
No,
show.
you all look at your pee and go, yes.
Yeah, I do.
Sure. Yeah.
And I get really down on myself whenever it's like very like cloudy yellow.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing to yourself? Like,
cloudy. That's
Yeah.
a different problem.
That's a different
With
problem.
a little
That's
blood.
an STI.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah. Sexually transmitted infection.
Shout out to
think so,
everybody's
yeah.
urine.
Hey,
Shout out to urine, guys. That's important. It's an
Back to the
important
toilet
part of life.
humor.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to be making my way through that water. No, it's just, I don't know. It's a long week.
Yeah. Hey, we have 1 week to go.
We have 1 week to go. This is our second to last Friday of the year.
Wow.
And then we hit the vacation.
I'm
I
ready.
mean, all right, I'm not even going to call it a vacation. Time away from work. Because a lot of people, especially younger adults, use, vacation time in December to go, go home for the holidays, which is what I'm doing. Going back east for the holidays. But does that count as a true vacation? It does not.
It does not.
Really?
No. Are you out of your
Obligations.
mind?
You get to go to the airport.
What you know? What
Yeah.
defines a vacation when there's no obligation? Right?
I'm taking a trip.
You're doing a family trip.
I'm taking a trip. It's not a vacation. Yeah, I may be away from work.
It's an experience.
I'm taking time off of work, yes, to go
So
back east.
Is a getaway a vacation, but a trip isn't?
Getaway.
A getaway is when it's you and whomever you choose, and you go to stay wherever you want, and you do whatever you want to do. That's a vacation.
So it's like when Rizz and I go to the cabin to hang out.
Yeah. And
That's
you
a
do whatever.
getaway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice little weekend.
whenever he strips you down and says he's going to hunt you and tells you have
Yeah.
to get away,
Yeah.
That's
that's a getaway.
You'll have a 10-minute head start.
That's right. That's a getaway.
It's a fun
No,
weekend.
I think a getaway is maybe like a weekend where you could drive somewhere.
Yeah, get away something quick.
Getaway is something quick. Maybe
4 days or under.
Maybe, yeah. I'll take 4 days or under where you could drive.
Not according to Southwest Airlines.
Want to get away?
They got getaway pricing on flights
Good deals.
under $100.
Yeah. So 34% of people say traveling home does not count as a vacation. In fact, Almost 3/4 say that they're probably going to need a vacation after all the family time. And most people stay with family or friends when they go back home, but 34% of people say they're planning to stay somewhere else, like a hotel, a bed and breakfast, a hostel, or an Airbnb.
Y'all ever stayed in a hostel?
No, I don't want to get murdered. I've seen too many movies.
Yeah, I saw that movie.
Yeah.
That's
I
wild.
did.
Eli Roth?
Documentary.
I did in, maybe it was in Holland. No. It might have been Switzerland or someplace wild. And we stayed in a hostel. The band did. Both bands that were on tour. It was us and this band called the Swellers. Love these guys. They're fun dudes. Like, you know, you go into it thinking, like, this might be a fun experience. You know, we're kind of touring on the cheap right now.
Yep.
And this place was wild. It was attached to the venue or next door to the venue. So we played the show, and then like, oh, yeah, you're staying next door. We go over there, and it kind of looks like one of the movie sets where you see like Chernobyl. You know, it's like an abandoned building where they just left the dolls behind and whatever. Because there's kind of like stuff in the room, and then just metal bunk beds, as if it's like
a barracks.
Yeah. And like colorful walls, but it was really dark lighting. And sure enough, you know, it just felt, honestly, it felt like we were sleeping in a dressing room.
Yeah, my wife stayed at hostels in Europe when she traveled.
Yeah, and this was like the European hostel movie set. That's exactly what it looked like when you think about it.
And by the way, so you're going home for the holidays. I would love to see the look on your mom's face when you say, thanks, but I'm going to stay at a hotel.
Oh, yeah,
That's not going to happen.
that would be a bummer.
And how dare you for even thinking about it? You know, it's more of like probably like an international thing if you're going to stay at a hostel or a hotel when you're
Yeah.
visiting family. But maybe staying in a new place is a hack that could make it feel more like a vacation. More space for yourself. You can relax. Be taken care of. Get some quiet time. And there are more amenities than you would have maybe staying with the in-laws. I don't know. We're going all over. So when we leave to go back east, we're going to Jersey, going to New York, and we're going to Florida. All for family.
That's nice.
Yep, it'll be good.
Can't wait to see everybody. Can't wait to see everybody.
Man, the only thing I remember from the hostel is thinking, whoa, this is going to be crazy. People are just going to walk in because there was no door. There was just a doorway. And it was right by the street. The windows were forced open, and we could hear everything outside. And then you're sleeping with a whole bunch of bands and crew. And
Everybody farting up a storm.
No,
Like a dorm.
I just remember like somebody was having a row, and the other band was like just shocked because they're sitting there watching another band fight with themselves.
Having a row, like a fight.
Like a fight, like a
Right.
yelling at each other about
Okay.
something that happened on stage, and all the other bands were just going like, whoa.
Awkward.
And you couldn't go anywhere
Right.
because we're in this big giant room with 30 bunks.
Right.
Yeah. I had some, these are my Friday leftovers, just stories I have had kind of holding on for the week. Got to get rid of these things. Google is catching heat for how it answers a common question parents get asked this time of year. And it's about a famous man and how genuine he is. Oh, the fat man. Earmuffs on the kids. I'm going to try to be careful here, so I'm going to use a pseudonym. The person we're talking about is Gary Busey, okay? Not
Gary Busey.
not the guy that slides down the chimney.
Hell no.
All right.
Gary Busey.
Who says I don't slide down your chimney, Rizzuto?
I'm private.
I'm invading your private.
Chimney, C for private.
Santa.
H for hello.
Gary.
H for hello, I'm in your chimney.
I'm in your tree like a cat.
So if you Google, is Gary Busey real? The first thing Google tells you is he's not.
Get the hell out of here, Google. Gary's a real man.
Yeah, man.
That's despite the fact that we've been welcoming Gary into our homes for decades. And he's beloved. You may even run into him, at the ball this month. Some parents want Google to change the answer it spits out at the top of the page when you ask about Gary.
Yes.
Well, it's so very well known as such a truth machine already.
Sure.
They just don't think it should be the first thing you see.
I agree.
You agree with that?
Yeah. Just have some fun. The internet is fun. Have some fun, Google.
Is it fun?
Have a little fun. It's a cesspool, but a happy one sometimes.
So parents are up in arms about that.
I get it.
Maybe they have like a thing where it like they change it, the Gary Busey answer, only in December.
Yeah.
When like 80% of these searches are happening.
Right. That's a
Maybe
good idea.
98% of
Yeah.
these searches are happening.
Here's a tip if you're getting a real tree this year. Make sure you shake it out before you toss it on the old car. Mm-hmm. A lot of places do it for you without asking, but if they don't, you could end up bringing a tree full of bugs into your home. All sorts of creepy crawlers like to set up shop in Christmas trees. They include mites and bark beetles and moths and spiders and weevils. I don't want no weevils.
No.
And even praying mantises.
Ew.
Weevils.
Those things freak me out.
And you'll have an even bigger problem if they lay eggs and multiply. So here are a couple tips they're telling you if you get a Christmas tree, like a real tree. Maybe you're going this weekend to get one.
Weevils are kind of cute though. You got.
Yeah, I don't want them in my house though.
Yeah, but look at them. They're like the insect anteater. They look like a little stuffed animal.
Yeah.
They look cute.
They could stay outside though. A couple quick tips here. Inspect the tree with a flashlight before you buy it. Look for tiny little white specks or anything that might be an egg. If there's a big thing that looks like a small pine cone, that could be a praying mantis egg sac with up to 200 babies inside.
Whoa.
It's a lot of faithful.
Make sure the tree is shaken really well. If they don't have a mechanical tree shaker, just shake it as hard as you can.
Look at that.
It'll also remove dead needles.
Ew.
That is a praying mantis egg sac. I've seen these before.
Gross.
Never knew what that was.
There was a woman that had a little possum in her tree.
Yeah.
But not the, American possums, though. I think it's like an Australian possum. They're cuter. It was like itty bitty.
Yeah, again, you don't want that in your house.
Right.
Look at that. You see these all the time during a certain season, and you think, oh, it's just like a growth on the tree.
Yeah, I thought it was like mold or
That's
something.
praying mantis?
That's a praying mantis egg sac.
Very
No,
cool.
thanks.
Inspect it again when you get home. Before you bring the tree in, check one more time to make sure, the shaking didn't rile anything up. Trees you cut down yourself even more likely to have bugs. And if you do see a couple, creepy crawly things in the tree, don't panic. And don't squish them or they could release eggs.
Too late.
Vacuum, do the vacuum thing. Vacuum them up. That's probably best.
We were shopping. We got into plants recently, and we were shopping for these plants, and we saw plant ladders, and they had like ladders made out of like trees. Obviously, ladders are when they're wood, they're made out of trees. But not like a ladder. It's just like sticks, and you put it together. And it was kind of a clever idea, and they were selling them for like $150. And I was like, oh, babe, I can make that at home. No big deal. I go back into the woods, start cutting stuff down. I put this damn thing together, and then we got it in our house. It's like 7 feet tall. And all I thought was, oh my gosh, this might be covered in bugs.
Yeah.
This thing has ticks all
What
over
was I
it.
thinking?
Yeah.
So I took it out and power washed it, and hopefully that did it. But still, what was I thinking? I just brought in trees right after I cut them down.
Wikipedia just put out a rundown of their top 25 searches of 2023.
Oh, can't wait.
The top 25 Wikipedia searches of 2023.
Ooh.
Would anybody like to guess anything that would make this top 25?
Is there something to do with the Trump trial, presidents
No.
getting
I'm
indicted?
Just remember, it's Wikipedia.
Oh, Wikipedia.
Oh,
Wikipedia. It's not
Wikipedia.
Google, so it's
Oh.
Wikipedia. So somebody trying to find more
So is
information.
it the Gaza Strip?
No.
Aliens.
We're getting warmer for sure.
Come on, man.
Well, I'll just tell you
Remember
that-
all the alien crap that came
I'm
out?
on your.
Yeah.
I'm saying, despite what these two said, you're definitely getting. Now we're getting into the right ballpark.
Yeah, but remember, you got to be specific with Wikipedia. If you just look up aliens, it'll be a general.
Okay, Area 51.
No, Area, no.
UFOs.
No.
or-
I will tell you, ChatGPT was number one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
ChatGPT with nearly 50 million page views.
What about Titanic and the history? And
Ah.
Oh,
all that?
no, the other sub.
Yeah, that's what in
Yeah.
the vein, Titanic. But
Oh,
also
yeah.
the Titan.
Oceanic.
Titan.
No, I'll just tell you, this is tough.
It is.
It's not really so much. There's a couple news things in here, like people trying to do deep dives on Oppenheimer
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah.
like, Oppenheimer, the film, was number 5. Oppenheimer, the guy, was number 7.
T Swift's got to be on.
She was number 12.
Barbie.
Yeah.
Is Gary Busey real?
Gary,
Did it?
remember, it's Wikipedia.
Gigabytes, Android, replicant, Y2K.
So ChatGPT was number 1 with nearly 50 million page views. Deaths in 2023 with more than 42 million page views. 2023 Cricket World Cup.
Wow.
Okay.
Indian Premier League, which is also cricket. I mean, these are worldwide English language results. So cricket and soccer were bigger than the four sports in America. And yes, even the NFL. Oppenheimer the movie was number 5. The Person Oppenheimer was 7. Last of Us HBO show was number 11. Barbie the movie was 13. Ronaldo the soccer star was number 14. Messi was 15. Matthew Perry 17. Elon Musk 19. Lisa Marie Presley was 22. The Russian invasion of Ukraine was number 25. So that's people doing like kind of deep dives.
Dang, Matthew Perry beat some big ones.
He was all of our friends,
Like doing deep dives into those particular topics. That's what Wikipedia is.
Wild.
Man, don't you wish you had Wikipedia when you were...
I do. I love Wikipedia, and I don't donate to it, and I feel bad whenever it's like,
Oh,
you
that guy.
can donate $1.
What is it? Is it Jimmy Wales? Is that his name?
Sounds right.
Jimmy Wales, a sentence.
Is that his name?
Love it. Jimmy
Wikipedia
Wales.
Wales.
Like every once in a while when you go into Wikipedia, it's like, hey, it's Jimmy here.
Jimmy Wales.
Give him a guitar.
Is that
Yeah.
his name?
Wales.
Jimmy needs federal funding. I would back
Yeah.
if like the federal government was like, we need to start funding Wikipedia.
Well,
I'm with you. I don't. Not only do I not donate, I get mad when the pop-up comes up.
Me too.
I'm
Like
just get that the hell out of here! I'm trying to get information for free.
and I fear that it will go away and we'll all be more dumb than we already are. Like they're always like, we're pulling
well, the
out.
whole thing is, it's not government. That's why Jimmy's asking for money.
No, that's what I mean. I'm saying I'm making a stance.
I get that.
On
The
behalf of
government needs
all
to
of us.
be involved in more things.
We need to fund that so we don't have to, and then we can still, get quick info.
It'd have been so sick to have that in school. Man.
Yeah, right?
It would have been.
What's
Is
wild?
it accurate though? Can't you just kind of add stuff to it?
Yes.
Ellie a little
Yeah.
bit.
We know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
we-
wild is it's headquartered in Delaware. That's shocking.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Delaware?
Why?
It's all the tax, everybody, like every
Yeah.
Fortune
I have
500
a company.
company.
Oh, well,
I have
yeah.
a company in Delaware.
Yeah, they're all the same address
Yeah.
on one street.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like if you look at a lot of like credit card companies,
All
when you send
Delaware.
your stuff in, it's to Delaware.
Because there's nothing else to do there besides just make.
No, it's a
No,
tax
it's
thing.
insane.
There's a tax thing, and there's like a building that pretty much every major business has their address at, and it's one building that everyone has.
That's
their
weird as
deal.
hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
It's pretty
I'm gonna
funny.
look it up on Wikipedia.
I wish
later.
Missouri would
Yeah,
open
Wikipedia.
that up.
Delaware. Why?
We should do that.
What the hell's that guy's name? Did somebody look it up? Is it Jimmy Wales?
Yes, Jimmy
I
Wales.
just believe you. You're like
Yeah.
the Wikipedia of this show. So whatever
Is
you
it?
say, I'm
His
His
just
name is
like,
actually
Jimmy Wales.
Willypedia. It's
Jimmy,
me.
Jimmy Wales again.
Will Kpedia.
Begging for money. But how did teachers, I guess teachers could just go to the Wikipedia page and see if her students or his students are copying off it.
Yeah, I mean, there's enough to do.
Yeah, but what happens
Well-
if you're just a smart kid?
Well, you can't make an assignment that just says, "What is this?" I mean, that's not how schoolwork works. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a research resource, just like we had in the library.
Right.
We were just so damn lazy we didn't do it.
Is
Oh my
this
God. Remember
considered?
citing like your bibliography
Oh.
at the
Right.
end
Yeah.
of a
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Well, when I was in college, if you cited Wikipedia, they wouldn't count it. But I think it's changed now because I think now you can cite.
Oh.
Oh, you can.
I
It
think.
was a devil's tool back then.
Yeah, but whenever it first came out, they're like, no. But it was also very inaccurate.
The Dewey Decimal
it
System.
changed pretty
Yeah.
rapidly.
Oh, no, it's
Just-
microfiche.
Ugh.
Yeah, see, we had all this stuff at our fingertips. It was just our fingertips had to be really
Purdue.
long and had to do something.
Well, no, even the libraries had limitations.
Yeah, but you
This,
know,
I
you
mean,
know what I'm saying.
The
Like,
the World Wide Web, it's got everything. You got
course.
everything in your pocket.
but you know what I'm saying. We were just too damn lazy. This would have been cool because I wouldn't have had to stand up and go find the reference and then find the information and then cite it and all that. You just go.
Oh my goodness.
I just remember
Thanks.
going to the high school library and sitting there and just going, what the hell am I doing?
Right.
But the ease in which these kids are doing it, I mean, it's an advantage to them. They're smarter. They're better prepared. They're way ahead where we were at that point because of this.
Yeah.
So this is not a bad thing. It's only good.
In the style of APA. I mean, do you remember like in English
Yes.
class.
Yeah.
Having to do it exactly. I mean, it drove me nuts. And I was really, I was a good student for my English classes. But man, whenever it came to citation, just kill me now. I mean, it was awful. The commas.
Well, when I was in high school, I mean, we really didn't have the internet to use. Or was that it was at such its infancy
Yeah. We had Angel Fire and GeoCities.
that nobody was using the internet for any kind of research.
Right.
At least for high school.
I was using it to try to make a band website
Yeah.
on Angel Fire.
That's cool.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, so today is
GeoCities and Angel Fire.
today is actually Time Traveler Day.
Oh, good.
Today is National Time Traveler Day. So you are encouraged to pretend to be a time traveler today.
I'm in the 70s.
So I was going to ask if you could go back to any era. What era would you visit? The 70s?
Give me the 70s.
Like early 70s or late 70s?
Like mid 70s, like 74 going into 75. Hit it. Physical graffiti. Let's go. It's
So
awesome.
you're just going for the music aspect of it.
The music and the hot dudes. I'm
Music
gonna
and
look
hot dudes. I mean, Vietnam was going on then.
I'm gonna meet my dad when he comes home from Vietnam, and I'm gonna hug him. Yeah, I'm just, yeah. Give me those 70s.
Like, I don't think it was all roses like you
It
think.
wasn't. It was a mess.
Hey, if you go back and the one rule is you can't visit anybody that has anything to do with your life.
Oh, okay. That's the
Are you-
rule.
well, I'm saying if that's a rule, are you going to the same place? Because that would change mine.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would change most of
So
ours.
you'd go, okay, where you can't be here though.
No, I'm in Laurel Canyon. Okay.
In the
Whoa.
70s.
I am, guys. Never been hotter. I'm in the hottest I've ever been. I'm dating pretty much everyone.
No, they just drop you. You're dropped into that era.
Yes.
You don't know anybody.
You should probably check your date and make sure you're not at a certain house.
Right. No Manson murders. I'm just here. Like, here's where I am.
Manson murders were 69.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. I
So
thought
we're
those were early
past that.
70s. My bad.
We're burning our bras. We got all of our rights. Women were
Bras have been burned.
no bras. Great bang.
Great bangs, no bras.
No high fructose syrup yet. That hasn't hit the market
Everybody's
yet.
looking fit.
Dude, bell bottoms, tank tops, halters. I'm there.
Okay.
We
Hanging out Laurel Canyon.
We just
You're
got
dating
to have,
everyone.
I'm dating everyone. I can open my checking account for the first time. I don't need a husband to do so.
Guys and girls.
Yes, it's an orgy. It's a
You're-
1970s
it's
That's
70s,
very
man.
progressive in the 70s.
It was.
You going full
tea
bush?
party. Yes.
All right.
Everybody
Listen,
was
nobody's
full
She's
bush
all
in
in,
the
dude.
70s.
She's all in.
Nobody's shaving.
I'm just trying to iron out the details for you.
Yeah.
There's going to be some commitments on your end.
It's
You get that
incredible.
specific.
All right, so that's where I'm at.
All
Where
right,
are you
so
guys?
70s. Rafe, where are you going? Time traveler.
I'm going to time travel back to 5 a.m. Tuesday morning, and I'm going to wake myself up.
Oh,
and
where's
make
your clock of shame?
I know people are already commenting. I got to go get it out of the office. I forgot.
Oh,
it.
dude.
Oh, no.
Will you go get
Next
it right
week.
now?
You
That's
gotta wear it
another
next
day.
week.
No, I'll go put it on.
And another day.
Oh, 2 more days. Yeah.
That's where you're wrong. I'll wear it the 17th, week of the 17th. I'll wear it the whole week.
And another day. I'm like, I'm like the guy from Breakfast Club.
Yeah. I got you by the horns.
No, seriously, Rafe. Not 5 a.m.
If I can't go back to 5 a.m. and preserve my perfect attendance award, then I would Man, that's a tough question because I don't. Do you have to live there forever, or is this a visit?
Visit.
Visit opens some doors for me because I can't go to the. I don't want to go to the pre-air conditioning era for very long. You know what I mean?
That's going to be my answer. Is like,
It's gotta
maybe I got to go back to the 90s.
Yeah.
But
Really?
you already did it.
But
You
as
have
your
the
age
opportunity
now-
to
Yeah, but I-
time travel.
But I can go to
Who
the-
are you guys?
Yeah, but I feel I'd like.
Time travel.
I know, but
you
I'd like to be-
psychopaths, like we're talking. There's
No.
Well, where are you going?
Moon.
somewhere that there's.
I have my reasons.
Okay.
Air conditioning is a big reason.
You know what? That's
Nice.
a great point, actually.
Nice.
But you get to pick the place too.
I don't want to go to the bathroom outside. I want plumbing.
Dude,
I want the modern amenities.
Yeah.
They had plumbing in Rome back in the good old
One of
days.
those bathhouses, like way back.
No, I don't need that. I don't need that stuff.
You don't want to go bathe with hairy dudes?
No, I still like the modern amenities of now, but I feel like I could do the 90s better.
Would you move to Seattle
Do
if you had it?
But wait. What, how long is this visit? How long do we have to do the 90s
I'm
better?
picturing
Do you have a
myself
day?
living there now.
Oh.
Like
Which
I'm
town?
now
Okay.
living there.
Where are you going to
That's where
go?
we live now?
Are you going to stay in New York or are you going to Seattle? Where you know now
I
that
don't know.
all the cool stuff's happening.
Okay, it rains too much there.
But think of, you could be friends with all those guys.
I will travel.
Where are you going, Moon?
Man, I don't know. I'm wrestling with this. I'm going to say like 5th century Greece. I want to meet some
Sounds miserable.
No, dude, that was like the time.
Kill
that was
you immediately.
A lot of the stuff that's happening right now is like started there, like like equal rights and different things. I know there was. I'm not saying everybody had equal rights, but that was like one of the first times that no matter what your wealth status was, everybody had the same voting rights and different things. It was like starting to level. There was democracy. There was philosophy. There was, just like a huge era of thinking and change.
Yeah.
And
You only know about the handful of dudes that they write about.
There are a lot of dudes banging their young apprentices too, and you are a good-looking guy.
I don't know.
You got to
man.
take that into account.
You
stepped through a
said
portal.
You said visit.
I know, but that could be a really rough visit, dude. You don't speak Greek.
Right. So I'm not gambling on like having to live there because if I got there and it was like,
Let's say
I gotta get out of
visit
here.
it. Let's say
Dude, you
not
might come
visiting,
home and be like, "We got to change our band name. I don't ever want to say Greek again."
You're time traveling. You're time traveling, but you got to stay.
Now we know what Greek
Now,
fire
see,
means.
90s, I can acclimate. Like I know.
Yeah,
Your way around.
Like I know my way around.
you know what's coming
Yeah. I'm going
too.
to.
There's some value in that. Like you lived through that era, so you have a good breadth of knowledge because the internet's gone.
Oh, you know
You
what?
got to take your breadth of knowledge now with you.
oh,
Yeah.
man.
If you're staying, I'm gonna go post World War II, late 40s, 50s, because everything I read, and obviously we have a lot more information there that's real, not just anecdotal, but with everything. It just seemed like such, and I mean post World War II U.S. just seemed like such a heck of a time to be alive, as far as like the ability to live on, just do some good, honest work and have a great living for it. Peacetime, relief. I mean, I don't know, man. Post
Yeah,
World
when
War
you get
II.
home, your wife's got a cold drink for you, right?
Yeah.
Supper's on the table.
And she can't open a checking account.
Kids call you sir. She can't open a checking account.
I think you guys. I think there was a lot of prosperity. We're not
What era?
focusing on the right stuff.
40s,
Like
50s.
50s. Yeah. No, not just the 40s. I mean, post World War II 40s.
All right.
Yeah. Not. I don't want to drop into 44 or nothing.
Yeah.
Because you're going.
No. Like, how about 47 to 57? It just seems like, man. And who do you know that lived during that period? And what do they say about it? I wish I could go back. Life was so awesome.
Simpler.
Simpler.
Yeah, but who are you talking to? Some old curmudgeon boomer. Think about the music, dude. Think about like you're not gonna be able to like put a CD on. You're gonna have to put on like Nat King Cole.
Good. There was incredible music.
They're gonna be
going
like
on.
Sock hop.
People are
can
gonna,
learn to
you're gonna be
Travis
like, I like
pick.
Buddy Holly, and they're gonna call you a hippie. Like it's gonna be a weird time.
I don't know, man. You
be
guys
alive.
asked. You guys asked.
I'm on your side.
I'm definitely
just
not
trying,
doing something I've already
I am
done.
trying to be the harbinger of truth of living in that era.
Yeah.
I would probably go with Lern. Now that we're staying, I would go mid 70s ish. Because that's the prior Carlin Comedy Store era. I could get in on that first comedy boom into the 80s. All of a sudden, I'm in Beverly Hills Cop. All of a sudden, I'm in all these Ghostbusters. Maybe I'm a Ghostbuster, dude.
You want to live with me in an apartment in Laurel
Gladly,
Canyon?
you can bang everyone you want.
Thank you.
And I'll be like, no judgment zone. Grow that bush out.
We're roomies in the 70s, dude. I'm in.
I'll hang out with Burt Reynolds, getting a T-top, Firebird.
You're dating Farrah
Hairy
Fawcett.
chest.
I don't know if
Yeah.
We're roller
I
skating
can't change
everywhere.
my physiology. But
No, you go to the 70s automatically.
It's
You
automatic.
get it? Yeah.
that's worth going just for that.
I'm in BC. You guys are talking about Woodstock.
Hell yeah, man.
I'm in the 90s. Scott, where are you?
Yeah.
I was
Stay.
going to do the 20s Hollywood in the 20s when you could be in a ton of pictures.
Yeah, right,
Yes.
right.
Pretty easily, I think. I could have broken really nicely at that point. But I think I got to go the mid 1700s whenever, the mutiny on the Bounty, that ship that's down by Australia. And they took over, they threw the captain off, and then they went and they found lovely island ladies, and I'm sure they romantically
Look at
married them.
that.
And then they went to
Witches.
Pitcairns, and they settled Pitcairns, and they own the island.
Romantically married
I'm
them?
going to take an island that's in the exotic world of the South Pacific and live the best life, where you throw coconut bombs at pirates.
Nobody wants to go to like the 1200s and be like a barbarian.
Scott Isle.
No, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, you'll be thinking that till you get your first toothache.
They ripped women apart. back then.
Or you get a headache and they want
This
to
is
drill.
great.
You want to drill. They want to drill a hole in your head.
Man,
Lobotomy, great. Yeah.
the other part of this is if you look at Swiss Family Robinson, you get to build that cool house, race ostriches. I'm telling you, sweet time. Bathroom everywhere because it's the ocean around you.
I think we're all on brand. Can I just say, like, each one of us picked exactly where in time we deserve to be.
Like, I'm okay being a little uncomfortable. Like, I'll give up my iPhone and I'll trade it in for my beeper.
Oh, yes. That is so, I still want a
actually
beeper
kind
so
of a-
bad.
I mean, it's, yes, still simpler times.
Yeah.
We still had cool stuff.
Yeah.
We had Genesis.
Yeah,
had
but,
Nintendo.
but you're an adult now. You're 44, and you're in the 90s. How was it for a 44-year-old in the 90s? I don't know. For me, at 15, it was dope.
I hadn't considered that.
But am I going to like it now?
As a
Like this?
45-year-old person living in the 1990s.
So here's what I'm saying. You're talking about like the ease and the the comfort. You don't want to give up air conditioning and that kind of stuff. And I
Yeah.
totally understand that. But I feel like if you're too close, like you're comfortable enough where it damn near feels like now you just miss out on all the convenience and amenities. That's going to be harder to suffer through than just going, to hell with it. We don't even have roofs anymore.
Yeah, because mortgage prices were higher then, right?
I don't know.
Percents?
I
I
don't
think they were a
even
little
know.
higher
That's
in
what I'm
the
saying. I was like 15.
Yeah. Would you guys ever want to go back to maybe ride with Jesse James or something?
Nah. Again, it's
to the
the
west,
Jesse
hang out
James
under
air
the
conditioning
stars.
issue.
I'm up at Sturgis with Jesse James and pre-rolling in the Black Hills.
Yeah.
Nah,
Dude,
I'm telling you, it's
19-year-old
an
jackal.
air conditioning issue pretty much every era.
I want to be out in the heat of the Oklahoma Panhandle, pounding my balls against a leather saddle. That sounds so much fun.
I want to be burning
Hey,
at the
I-
stake in the 1600s with all my sisters.
Yeah.
I had 4 years of that.
That would be kind of a trip to go to.
The witch trials?
Just that, there's certain things in history that would be like crazy to witness,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
but I wouldn't want to like stick around.
It would be fun to claim to be a scientist at that point where you're like, here's how you find out if they're a witch or not.
All right, well, here's another question for you. If
Are her
now
eyes hazel?
now let's move forward.
Uh-huh.
And by the way, when we travel back in time, we can't change history. So like we can't go to the 40s and stop Hitler. I can't stop 9/11.
I don't like all these rules,
Right,
man. Like,
There
time
were
travel
rules.
Okay, so if you went back in time, would you now stick with our eras?
What would I do?
Like we can't change where we're going. So you are going back to Greek times.
Rafe and I are in the 70s.
I'm in the 90s. You guys are in the 70s. Scott's, I don't know where you are. You're in the middle of the ocean, apparently.
Yeah, no, I think I'm going to go with the
On a
20s. I'm
boat.
going 20s. I like the clothing. I like the whole thing. I want to have a fancy home.
You like the
in,
Charleston so much.
Yeah, I want to live in Santa Monica when you could afford it.
Wait, we're staying?
Yeah, I'm
We're
staying.
staying.
I'm not gonna. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think. If I had to stay, I don't think I'd go to 5th century BC. I think I'm going to the 50s.
You go to the 50s.
Hotter chicks there.
1950.
Better bras.
No, I'm going 20s when it was the fun era, man. That was when everyone was happy and war was done. Everybody's-
Prohibition.
Yeah.
You don't drink anyway.
No, you're in
yeah.
Hollywood. You don't have laws there.
Yeah,
You're
Golden
above
age.
law. You're the big dogs out
So now
there.
we're staying,
You're
and
bigger than the
whoever-
I am
president.
the law.
Whoever sent us back, they said, "Okay, we sent you back. Now you have to help change history."
I would go and I would join Fleetwood Mac and I go, you guys, you can't be doing each other. You can't, but
Yes, this is not. Although
That's my job.
It was a great record. We wouldn't have rumors.
Yeah,
So.
we wouldn't have rumors.
Okay, maybe I won't do that because that would suck without that record.
What would our history change focus be?
Maybe they just tell them don't butt chug cocaine.
Yes,
Like
Steve.
dial it back a little.
Yeah, Stevie, don't do as much coke. Just you're.
Then we got to worry about the butterfly effect.
Yeah, I don't want to think about all that, man. I just want to have fun in the era.
Yeah, we would just blend.
All
in.
right,
Because, I mean, there would be a butterfly effect if I'm the 4th Ghostbuster.
I would. So
I have
what?
to take someone's place.
You have to pick a specific year. So I would go. All right, bring me back to 1993.
Okay.
Dude. Be on the original SNL cast. You know how much cool that would be? You know how cool and fun that would have been? And to know, like, man, It's tough.
You would know sketches for the future.
Yeah, I thought about that. I'm like, everyone could be like a
Crushed.
star because you could be like, I mean, if 1950, Moon could be like, I actually wrote this song. It's called Yesterday.
No, dude.
This
if,
sucks.
If it's 1950, I'm starting a little store. I'm calling it Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it'd be fun too. I would take Weird Al songs and put those out way
Before.
early, and then that way the other ones are parodies of that.
We're all just stealing.
Oh, I would invent. I would invest in a fruit company called Apple.
Hey,
That's right.
So we're all
Good
doing.
old
We're all doing
Macintosh.
almanac. We're all doing sports almanac.
Oh,
We're all doing Back to
yeah,
the
dude.
Future.
I'm taking
That's
advantage.
what I'm saying. If you take advantage, there's always something you could be doing. You could be like, like I wrote a little song. It's probably won't take off. It's called Freebird. It comes out like 2 years before Skinner, and they're like, "What the hell?"
Right.
So you're saying like never mind yourself. Like what if it had nothing to do with you?
I would
didn't
go,
benefit you.
wow. I got to do work.
It's crazy to think like 1975 was only 10 years before I was born. You know what I'm saying? Like it feels like it was lifetimes ago, but
Sure.
if things could have just
Listen,
sped up, I
would
could
you
have been
change
born.
your
Rafe and I were born in the Carter administration.
That's wild, man.
I was just a baby, though. I didn't hit my stride till Reagan.
Yeah, me too. I don't really remember much until Reagan.
The Reagan years.
Okay, so we're all, we're nostalgic about all sorts of stuff, from movies and TV shows to how simple life was, before the internet. We're talking about that. But what's something you think we'll be nostalgic about 20 years from now in 2043? That's where the real exercise comes in. Mm-hmm. So 20 years from now, so our smartphones will be pretty much,
Living in our hand.
I mean, are we going to still have one of these? Are we going to be nostalgic for these things?
It's gonna be the
these
little,
iPhones.
little projector watch that they're all talking about. Like when you open your hand like this and the phone just appears here.
Right. And you can
Like
Like on
technology's
up- like on
moving so
upload?
quick. Are we going to be nostalgic about this? Are we going to be talking about?
We'll be in the inner verse by then. We'll all be living in the simulation.
Inner space, like the Quaid movie with Martin Short.
No, I read some article that was like said that in 30 years they were projecting. This is wild, but that like people would voluntarily kind of like symbiotically merge with technology, get chips. We're starting to do it. We're getting like little CPAP snoring chips. We're getting stuff that will just like go, instead of us like expanding the universe or exploring the universe, we will explore the innerverse, which is like we're basically create a simulation for ourselves and start to live in it.
We'll just live in our bodies will be in eggs, like in the Matrix.
Could be.
And then you'll live through your mind and you'll live forever and you can be whoever you want.
Our bodies are going to
It's
be
gonna be
credit
nuts.
cards.
Vacations will be getting out of the pod. and
everybody's just
walking
giving
around
their
the
data
wasteland.
away.
Yeah. But were you asking what will be nostalgic
So
for?
what do we have now that in 20 years we're going to go, oh, man, I wish I still had, or I remember the times when we...
I mean, I'm going to a real dark place in my mind, and I'm.
Here we go.
Here we go. Hey, prepare
Here we go.
yourselves
Here we go.
for liberalism. I think that in 20 years we're going to look back at the climate that we have and the not so frequent natural disasters. They're pretty frequent now, and about 25 years we're going to go, oh my God, I wish I still could go outside and not burn my
Cool,
feet
thanks.
off. Thanks. Back to you.
We might miss
Ooh,
the,
We're gonna miss. So basically, we're gonna be nostalgic for the sun when it gets blacked out of the sky with a nuclear.
You and Benjamin should get together here. Oxygen, clean water.
the
Yeah.
sweet,
Yeah.
sweet
My people.
smell of
All right,
combustible
hippies.
engine
But I-
exhaust.
But
I'm
really,
going
we're
to
gonna be,
miss my smartphone. I don't know about you
yeah,
guys.
and Xbox, because if we're already nostalgic for Atari and all that, then
yeah.
it'll be that kind of stuff as well. Where it's like, man, that was so fun. What a good era of gaming. This and that.
Well, I
I'm
feel
going to
like
skip Buzzkill Elwell right now.
I feel like everything
Well,
is.
I think the boogeyman.
Don't
Yeah.
at me.
I think everything is cyclical. Also, so like it's about a 25-year cycle. Like when Justin and Britney showed up in the denim at the VMAs in the 90s, that was like, 70s are back. Then Jay-Z and Beyonce started wearing big collars, and it's going to come back. So it's like whatever's cool now will still be coming back in 25 years.
Like somebody said crop tops, which were also popular in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, pretty much always.
Crop tops. Some people are thinking about crop tops for this question. And
Well,
She's thinking about
the sun.
She's thinking about the sun and
Yeah,
clean
hell yeah.
water.
We got to think about
Like you won't, the minute clean water is gone, you'll be the first
I'm
one
already
bitching.
stocked up.
Yeah, right.
I'm good to
you
go.
are stocked up with your massive jug.
He's got about 90 days, maybe.
I'll see you
I
there.
got enough water right here.
Oh man,
Look at
Scott
this. Have you seen my
Rizzuto
jug?
in the middle of climate disaster is
Yeah,
going to be
dude.
the worst.
He can survive You can survive Y2K with that water jug.
Is it like a little desalination plant or
I'm
something?
good to go.
Yeah, man.
I thought most people would be thinking a little bit bigger than crop tops. You know,
Right.
think about technology.
Well, it made me think
and
of
all that.
Crocs. Remember in the 80s, they had the jellies that
Or
people wore?
boot cut jeans.
You know what? Not to be Debbie Downer times 2, but
Still around.
you know what we're going to really miss? Paul McCartney and Ringo. They're going to be gone.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Wait, come
20
on.
years. They're
Don't
already
curse
what,
them.
like-
Is that a threat?
Yeah.
That's
We're
next
gonna be
year.
we're gonna be thinking about all
Spoiler alert.
these artists from the 60s and 70s that are just gone.
We will,
Wow.
but the world won't.
No, but they will. Kids that are like, oh my God, I never got to go see Paul McCartney when he played Bush. Like, there's going to be that. We're going to be yearning for all of these icons. That are just
They'll be
gone.
holograms.
I hope
Damn,
so.
somebody made a good point in the email. None of us chose to time travel to the future, even though that was.
Oh, I didn't know that was on the table.
Yeah, I didn't think.
He didn't say it wasn't.
I thought he said back.
I just said
to-
time travel.
To any
Oh,
era.
I messed up.
Yeah, I didn't even think. That's how
I don't want to go to the
aggressive I am.
future.
I do. If you can come right. Well, you got to stay, though. Wasn't that the thing?
Yeah.
Okay, because if you could travel, then yeah, you go to the future 5 years out and you see what.
Check it out.
What company's the giant guy, and you come back here and you figure
I don't
out how to
want-
get a ton of money and invest like crazy.
Yeah, but then you go to the past and you still like. If I went to the 90s, I still know what I know in 2023, so I could do the same thing.
Hey, you want to Debbie Downer times 3 here?
Let's go, man.
Come
I'm
on.
just saying. In 20 years, man, it's not going to be our world anymore. So when you're thinking about like the world's going to miss what we miss,
That's what we'll miss.
it won't, because
That's the crux
it's not
of the
our world
question.
anymore. The majority of the world is going to be other people that experience totally different,
Yeah.
happenings and everything.
That's the point of this. Like, I'm going to miss
Yeah.
my phone.
Yeah, we are. But when you say like the world's going to be like, what?
No, us. What are we going to miss? What are we going to be? What are we going to wax nostalgic for? And I think it's going to be driving cars, because I think we will be fully the way our generation is like. Nobody can drive a stick shift.
You're
In
right.
25 years, we'll be like, no one can drive an actual vehicle. They're not even allowed. Like,
In Lern's world, I'm standing on my porch with an oxygen mask on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it's Mad Max Fury Road. Like,
Man,
that's
I
how
wish.
it's going to be.
Yeah.
I
You're gonna
pine
be
for the
riding
days where I
around-
could breathe without this mask
Yeah.
on.
I just don't see my 80-year-old mother going to bed going, man, I just miss the days of Perry Como. If Perry Como were just still playing Enterprise Center, that would be great.
Your mom's not nostalgic for anything?
Sure.
Probably. I'm just saying, like, it's not as.
Adults.
I don't think it's as narrowed down and specific as we think it's going to be. Maybe I'm wrong. Hell,
I don't know.
I'll talk to her about it. I'm curious.
Will be
now.
that it is Time Traveler Day. We'll just flash forward, see what's going on over there. Hang on.
I'm going to be honest. I keep hoping.
And I'm back,
I'm
guys.
making a hard mental note in my brain about this, because I really want future me to pop into the room right now. That'd be so cool.
That would
if I
be
could
so
just
great.
remember this when time travel's real and be like, remember when it was Time Travel Day? We talked about it on the air.
You should come
Pop
back
in right
then.
now and be like, it's going to happen. See ya. And just get out. Yeah. Just freak all you guys out. Whoa. Tap myself on the shoulder and be like, eat fewer pork steaks. Trust me, I'm out.
Some people in chat agree with you, Lern. Mad Max seems spot on.
They'll just be releasing, that weird guy with the mask will just be releasing a little
Surrounded
water.
by
Oh, we'll all be
pessimists.
dirty BO everywhere. Oh, give me the water. Dude, I'll be gone.
I'm not
I
saying
can't deal.
Dirty BO everywhere.
I don't think that you're wrong, or that climate change is something we should think about. But I will say these prophecies have been
Yeah.
Yeah. We were going to have the freeze in the
We should be,
70s.
Y2K,
we should
like,
be
it's
all
always-
frozen right now.
It's easy to predict doom and gloom for the future, because I mean it does feel that way. But we thought that was going to happen in 2000.
Oh, remember the Ice Age was coming?
Oh yeah.
The ozone
And
was
eventually we are going to be
holes
right.
everywhere.
We're going to keep pushing the boundaries
But-
until, and I mean, climate change is real and it's a problem. But it's like
20 years? 20 years.
it's
Yeah.
easy to have the Mad Max doomsday scenario, the Terminator 2 Future Wars, which could happen.
Well, I hope
But
not.
at the same time, you also don't want to just like
Dismiss it either.
recklessly, just throw out.
You don't want to
caution.
recklessly
Yeah.
dismiss
I
it.
ever
agree.
you ever seen how-
I'm
I
agreeing with
What?
that.
I'm keeping my eye on it, okay?
Have you seen that McKay movie? Have you seen Don't Look Up? The
Yeah.
Adam McKay movie?
Yeah.
Like like they get so used to saying like, oh, the world's always said that it's going to end and blah blah,
Sure.
and they ignore this thing. And then I'm not going to spoil it, but you should see it. It's heavy, boy.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
going
you
to keep
think
my
we-
eye on it. I'll be fine.
We'd have
Good movie,
cleaner
I'll be good.
technologies by then and stuff. Because you look at back in the 70s, the coal was still stained on buildings and everything, and they were getting rid of that and, slowly getting cleaner and cleaner and cleaner and cleaner. And as this keeps advancing, I'm in hopes that we can curb
I
something.
hope that we can do something.
I don't know, man. I'm going back to Leave It to Beaver. That's what I'm going.
Ooh, that's
20 years, though.
shag carpet.
You think in 20 years,
I do, yeah.
we'll all have water like they have in Eureka?
Yes. Yes.
No.
Yeah, are you going to
I
be
saw
okay?
reports on
I'm
that.
good.
Your book better come out before those years.
We're,
That is nasty
crap.
water. What are they doing?
Listen, I got a case of water down in the basement for
you're
just
gonna
in
be all
case.
right.
so
Just
we're
in
good.
case.
You'll be all right.
It'll last.
You'll
I
be
got
all
a
right.
case. Family of 4 got a case. We'll be fine.
Oh, man, my meal buckets expire in 19 years. Damn it.
You're
Got a case of water, and 3/4 of it is going into this bucket that you have right next to you.
And my brother-in-law bought all these meals in a bucket. Have you seen those, like, survival?
The old school like
No.
MREs?
Yeah.
Those,
The bucket MREs?
I wanna get those.
I don't know where he got them.
Amazon. You can buy all these like meals.
Doomsday
bucket
like
meals.
bucket meals.
Yeah.
If you go to
Colonel's offering a doomsday bucket meal.
72-hour survival food kit. You talking about that? Those kits?
They're like buckets. He's got a bunch of them.
Welcome to Kentucky Fried Survival.
Is you talking about this? Ready Wise or something?
Yep.
This.
That's it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you get a bucket. Yeah, that's.
I almost bought one earlier this year because I was like,
He's got a whole
Just
bunch
beans.
of
It's
Oh
just
my
a
gosh.
bucket of beans.
it is
Entree grab and go bucket. 60 servings for emergency MRE supply. Pre-made freeze-dried survival food for hiking, adventure, and
End of the
the
world.
apocalypse.
Look, it's got the Columbus banana beans in it.
But you know what? It's funny because just add water and you go, oh,
do
I
need
don't have clean water.
Yeah.
Ah!
Guess
I
I
got
got to
these-
piss in this bucket and eat it.
Yep.
Got
That's the
these
best
dried
thing to do.
peas.
Survival.
I got freeze-dried peas. A bucket full of
It's
them.
on brand. There was some banana ones. King
Banana
Scott was
beans?
right.
Oh, yeah, look at that. There's a lot of these things, man. This must be a popular seller.
That's why you gotta live, though. Can I just say this? Because
In fear?
I hate being such a doomsdayer. You gotta live your life, man. This might be our only life, and it might be over in 25 years. So you gotta be happy, and you gotta live.
And we got to know the next generation's going to
You know
fix
what I'm
everything.
saying? Free love.
Yeah, the
baby.
next generation will fix everything. What's that? Bad.
I'll
Free
tell you,
love.
I love you
Get
all.
new windows.
Sorry.
Doomsday bucket.
it's going to be somebody else's problem.
Kentucky Fried
That's
Doomsday,
why I like to
somebody
live.
said in the chat.
It's a meal and a
which is
toilet all
great.
in one. I mean, that's kind of a cool.
Yeah, you could crap in the bucket too.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
Buckets are
Fertilizer.
the future.
Buckets are important.
When I go back,
Multi-tool.
when I go to his house, I'm going to ask to see the buckets.
Good.
You can flip it over.
Somebody remind me.
I see the buckets.
You can poop in it. You can flip it over, play drums on it.
Yeah,
That's right.
it's a seat.
It's a seat. The bucket has many functions.
It's a seat for gathering around and
You know
making
what?
your plans.
In
That's how
20
you'll
years from
survive
now-
the next day.
Flash forward 20 years, we'll all be worshiping the bucket.
Ah,
I wish I didn't have to ask AI.
Oh, dear bucket.
Do you bow down to your
I
bucket?
bow
over-
down to the bucket.
we will,
take
we
it
will
around
follow
the
Bow
you.
US.
down to our bucket overlords.
We will follow you, Sir Rizz, man of many buckets.
We, the Bucketeers of the 155 Fighting Johnnies, do hereby claim
We can't take that tribe over there. They've got 65 buckets.
They got 65 buckets. They're
the
good.
resources we're fighting for. Must have buckets.
To the buckets.
The Battle of the Buckets. 2047.
Yeah, and I made fun of him, and he said, all right, when
That's
Yeah,
what they
you're
all
off.
say.
goes to hell.
You're
he
off the
goes,
list.
Do you know what?
You'll be crawling to that bucket, dude. You'll be.
You're off
can
the
I have some
bucket
of your
list.
oats?
You're off the bucket list. Don't be coming to this house asking for buckets because, nope, you're on your own, buddy. Hey, one more thing before we hit the break. Local story here. You've been to the new Panda Express on Manchester?
I have.
The
nice.
new Panda Express.
It's
Drive-through.
nice.
Freestanding.
Might go there today, actually. Delicious.
I drove by there the other day, or last night actually, packed. That drive-through, packed.
They get
Really?
you in and out, though.
What are they doing?
I don't know. I've never been in there.
But it's Panda Express.
It's
It is.
Panda Express.
It's rice, dude. And noodles.
It's Panda Express.
Yeah, they have the buffet line thing. You pick what you want. and
Orange chicken.
Run out of there.
I'm just saying, like
drive-thru.
driving by that thing, it looks like straight out of Beijing.
If I drive too close, will
In the
they?
middle of Wildwood.
If I drive too close, will they offer me a piece of orange chicken with a toothpick?
No,
Yes. Yeah, you
no,
can-
no samples there.
Right there on Manchester. Yeah.
That's you're not at the food court.
Yes, I am. Anytime I see the logo, I'm back at the food court.
No, when did Panda Expresses start being freestanding? Because they were always food court.
just
It
wanna
was
say
always food
Charles.
court food.
I don't know.
'Cause I
Or
think
attached to something.
I want to say that all started happening in the mid 2000s. I know California had freestanding pretty early on with the Panda Express thing. I guess that's where it's out of, maybe based out of there. But
Listen, listen. Panda Express is what it is. It's cheap, fast food Chinese food.
When you want it. Yeah.
Although, if you presented a real Chinese person with something like that, they go, what is this?
Sure.
what?
American.
As they should.
It's basically candy on top of chicken. You know, all the sugar and stuff. But they do have some veggies. You can get some steamed veggies.
Would you,
eat pretty healthy?
as a Panda Express enthusiast,
Yes.
would you stab somebody over Panda Express?
No, I would not. No, thank you.
My son would. He loves it.
Would your son stab somebody over Panda Express?
Probably. And I've always been the old guy in this scenario where he's like, oh, what about Panda Express? I'm like, what? The mall food? You know, like I'm always like, that's what you're thinking about right now? It's like, yeah, can we get that tonight? Let's get that tonight. He loves it, dude.
I like it. I haven't had it in a while. I don't think my kids have ever had it.
It's good.
They got a new thing out now.
It
called
is what it is.
Blazing Bourbon Chicken.
It is. Panda Express is what it is.
A whole new
And by
kind
the
of
way,
American
that's
Chinese.
Ellisville. It's not Wildwood. Does
Oh.
not allow fast food.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Wow.
Yeah, I believe that
Excuse
is like
me.
an ordinance. Like you cannot have a drive-through.
And it's called Wildwood? Fast food is wild.
Keeping it classy.
I like it.
pretty
man.
tame wood to me.
Yeah, Timwood,
And there
Missouri.
is a Breadco and a Starbucks drive-through, but I think those may have been grandfathered in.
Oh,
They got a
really?
new one over in Glen Carbon, it looks like.
Well, that's
I
extra
just have to have
Wildwood.
an HOA meeting over that, or is everything okay out there in Wildwood, man?
Donna, are you
All in-
okay with Starbucks
All in
having a
favor
drive-thru?
of the new Panda Express, say aye.
Yeah, I got the initial license.
Opposed, say nay. Nay!
Hey!
Nay!
No deliciousness.
I got all the financials here if you want to open up a franchise.
How much to open up a Panda Express?
Well, licensing fees $25K. Lease premises, you got to do at least 3 months rent, so that would cost you between $10,000 and $425,000. Let's see, improvements. I mean, it looks like for the buy-in, you're looking at a few $100,000 for sure.
I don't have that kind of capital. Well, 2 employees, and this is from KMOV, 2 employees at a Richmond Heights Panda Express were attacked by a customer upset with his food Wednesday afternoon. The guy's name is Philip Person. He's been charged with first-degree assault, armed criminal action, fourth-degree assault. Officers responded to the Panda Express on South Hanley around 3:50 p.m. on Wednesday for a call for an assault. Upon arrival, officers found that 2 employees had been attacked by a customer, resulting in a man being stabbed in the lower back and a woman being punched in the head, all over Panda Express. What were they arguing about?
MSG.
Yeah, I want to know what these people did wrong.
They were arguing about the addictive nature of Panda Express.
According to police, Philip Person initially started an argument over the quality of the free food he was served.
Oh, my goodness. I thought you were going to say one
So
was
he's
saying,
not.
like,
This is not a healthy.
Over the quality of the free food he was served and wanted it refunded.
Wow.
When the restaurant workers would not refund the free meal, this Philip Person guy began throwing food around before one employee knocked the food from his hands. He then punched the woman employee in the face. A coworker of hers came to her aid. That's when Philip Person pulled the knife, chased the man, helping, and stabbed him.
Is this in the mall?
No, this is one of those freestanding Panda Expresses on Hanley.
So they do give out free stuff.
Just,
I'm not sure what the free food thing here was.
I wonder if they just.
It's got to be a guy
Is he
standing
a
there,
homeless fella, or-
stepping in front of me and saying, would you like to try some teriyaki
Yeah, but
chicken?
I think this is a freestanding Panda Express.
I'm just saying, he said something about free food.
Why would you give free food when you're already in Panda Express?
Yeah, good point.
They already got you.
Would you like to try Panda Express?
Like they give the free food at the food court to get you to go to that.
Yeah.
Try
Is it like
before
an
you
ice cream
buy.
shop though, where you can try samples? Can I try a sample of that one?
You parked and you're in here. Would you like to try some?
Oh, you already got me.
Scott's probably got the right idea, though. They're probably doing like a try the
Yeah, that little wooden spoon.
Try
you
the
could-
Kung Pao or the General Zhao.
He wanted his free food refunded. I'm pretty
How
sure
does
it's
that
not.
work?
I'm pretty sure it's not a piece of orange chicken on a toothpick.
I just don't know
Maybe
what
he had a
free food
coupon.
means,
I don't
man.
know.
Seems like an easy fix. Just be like, sure, here's your refund.
He can give you a receipt.
$0.
Well, this, yeah. And here's a refund. Let me ring that in.
And here's your knife back.
Have a nice day.
A-hole.
I'm just saying, another fast food employee attacked.
This guy should get prison time, obviously. He's stabbing people.
Oh, now you're for prison time.
Now I'm for it. When the knives come out, I'm for it. If you throw a burrito bowl in somebody's face, just make them work at the fast food restaurant.
You know, I went to Chipotle yesterday with the kids.
Oh no!
Did you think of throwing a burrito
Safe?
at someone? Just briefly, did you
feel
did it
safe
cross
there?
your mind? You're like, you put yourself
was
in that
thinking
woman's
of-
position.
I was thinking of the story from the other day about the woman who was sentenced to work at a fast food joint for throwing the hot burrito bowl
Right.
at the Chipotle employee.
Fresh hot burrito bowl.
No, I was only thinking as I'm going down the line, saying, okay, I'll take the chicken. Yes, I'll take lettuce.
Yes. Sour
Yes,
cream.
I'll take the green salsa. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're green
Nice.
salsa
Ooh.
guy.
What
Verde.
could make this person so upset? Like, Chipotle is what it is. What?
I thought that
You
was Panda
customize
Express.
everything.
Yeah, you watch.
You watch them do
participated.
it. There's no mystery.
You did this to yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
For real.
There's no mystery with Chipotle. Everything is up. Everything is up front.
Yep.
Did that person ever say why they did it, or
She didn't like her meal.
Yeah,
she
yeah,
said
but-
it was poor quality.
She should have put the burrito bowl on herself. She should have just go, I hate myself.
Did she think she was at
Mashed
Qdoba, and she went to Chipotle? Because that could be the
No.
difference.
burn?
She said the food was disgusting.
Yeah, she probably thought she was at Qdoba,
But
and it turned out it was Chipotle. So
All
like,
right,
oh.
all right, Scott Qdoba. Are you a Qdoba enthusiast?
Oh yes,
Big Qdoba's
and
in the
Moe's.
house.
I'll go to Moe's also.
Moses
That's what Scott thought QAnon was just Qdoba.
Dude, I'm a big QAnon guy.
Yeah,
He
Join.
kept telling me he's a big QAnon guy, and I go, what are you talking about? He's like, Qdoba.
He's on 4chan.
And I think you're on the wrong chat boards, dude. You got to get out of there.
Not a great speller.
But you know exactly what Chipotle tastes the same at the Manchester store and at the other, the Richmond Heights store or
Yes.
the Clayton store.
Maybe one of them chunks was fatty or nasty or something.
Doggone it.
I really did think, like, what could really upset this woman?
Yeah. And you couldn't find anything because you were like, this is damn delicious.
It is. I wouldn't even say it's delicious.
What?
It's okay
What are you talking? I mean, why'd you go?
because we had to get a quick meal.
That's not quick usually. It takes a minute.
It was very quick.
Your kids wanted Chipotle?
It was just me and the two kids. The boy had hockey practice at a certain time.
Did they get to pick where you guys went?
No, I said, we got to get something quick. This is the closest thing.
Okay.
And then for $50 later, $50.
Damn.
Don't talk to me.
Oh, you got avocados.
Don't talk to me.
Yes.
Look at me. Oh,
Times
cool.
that by
Oh, you had to
4.
feed 3 of you? Well,
Next time they're going to have to fight over who gets guacamole.
Whoa.
Man.
Their guac is not that great. I will give them.
I'm going to give them, it's going to be like the Michael Jackson Beat It video where I tie their hands together and give them knives.
They're shimmying.
And they have a knife fight when they're tied at the wrists.
Wow.
Whoever wins gets guacamole.
I don't get it. If every Chipotle and Qdoba closed today, it would have zero effect on my life.
How dare you?
It's fine. It's just fine. I'm not mad about it. If you like it, I'm glad that you
What,
like it.
Chipotle?
Yeah, it's just one of those places that I'm like, I hear people talk about it like it's this awesome thing, and then I've had it several times, and I'm just like, yeah, it's fine.
That's what I
It's
think.
the
That's what I
Subway
think.
of Mexican food.
If you even want to call it Mexican. It's
It's
just
something in my belly.
Subway of semi-Mexican food.
It's just you call anything Mexican if it's wrapped in a tortilla.
Yeah.
It's a little loose with the Mexican food
It's fine.
definition.
You're absolutely right with what I'm saying right now.
it's
I want to argue so bad, and I can't.
it's rarely a letdown, but it's not something to write home about.
Yeah.
It's
It's never a let up.
It is exactly what it's
it
supposed
is.
to
It
be.
is. What it, yeah.
It's
If
what
you're in a
it is.
hurry, belly, the kids are okay. I like their tortilla chips.
You're
are
like,
good.
this counts
Yeah,
as a
good
meal.
tips.
Yeah.
That's how I feel when I eat it. I go, this counts as a meal.
ate something.
Yeah.
I had a meal.
We were in and out of there in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
In and out of there in 20 minutes.
Chipotle. You ate something.
That's it.
That should be their
That's a
slogan,
great
dude.
slogan, man.
All right, we got to take a break. All right, that's brought to you by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill, proud sponsor of Team Rizz. Visit hotshotsnet.com/Team Rizz. From St. Peters, Missouri, Nishimi Hinchcliffe is our team today. She listens to the Rizz Show every morning with her son, and listening to the show during Jeff's journey with cancer was very meaningful to her after her father passed away back in 2020. She loves the back and forth between myself and Moon every morning and the variety of conversations that take place. I don't know why she singled us out.
Yeah.
She is a huge fan of Rafe and Lern's additions to the program.
Sweet.
And loves the new direction that the show has taken this year. And she said nothing about King Scott, but I'm assuming that she just ran out of space.
That's
very kind of her. Thank you so much.
Well, she didn't say anything negative.
You know, I'm going to take that phone call back I left yesterday.
You should. No.
Nishimi Hinchcliffe. She probably hates Qdoba.
No, she probably has you like a secret crush on you, you know? And she didn't want to like air it.
That's it, yeah.
Like you're so gorgeous.
For all of St. Louis to hear. Nishimi Hinchcliffe from St. Peters is our Team Rizz Member of the Day. Get super sweet Team Rizz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up. 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, here's the plan. After the break.
Ooh.
Crap on celebrities. And then we'll take another break, and then we'll crown the official Craigslist Freak of the Year.
Wow.
Followed by Rafe's Memoriam. Oh, we got a big show today. Jim Florentine's coming by.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't seen him in a hot minute. When was the last time we saw Jim Florentine? And how many times has he been on the show? Is he jacket eligible? He may be a 5-timer today.
Was the last time at the Man in the Box punishment?
Nah, he's been here since then.
He's been here since then.
Yeah, this is either 4 or 5.
This is either 4 or 5.
We'll just roll the dice.
Really got to start with better record keeping.
Wow.
I'm really good at record keeping, so if you want me to help, I would love to.
Yeah. Thanks, Lern.
Okay, thanks.
7:10 Friday, traffic and weather. First look, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. We got a crash on 44 westbound at Jamison Avenue. Your point forecast mild, but mostly cloudy. High is 63. Right now it's 48 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, Lern, what do you got for us?
Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve goes punk. Which song hit 1 billion streams this week? We have a new Guns N' Roses song to air a little bit of, and trust, we're only going to air a snippet of it because it's only kind of worth a song.
Well, okay. Did you talk to our buddy Haas down the?
No, he's the biggest
Down
Guns
the
N'
road
Roses
over there.
freak. What did he say about it?
I don't know. I would like to know
I'll go ask him during the commercial
Haas,
break.
who's over at Casey, is probably the biggest Guns N' Roses fan in St. Louis.
He is.
Hands down.
You
ever been to his house?
Probably even a bigger. I have been to his house. Even
So much
a bigger
Guns N' Roses stuff?
Even probably a bigger fan than the guy from St. Louis who's in the band,
Right.
Richard Fortas.
Yes.
I want his opinion.
We'll get it. And the worst Christmas songs ever for 2023.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. All that and more next in your Crab on Celebrity. Stay there. All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizzShow at 1057thepoint.com. As I mentioned before, we're crowned the official Craigslist Freak of the Year in just a little bit. Rafe's got his memoriam. We got the Friday Fail Stories. We got Jim Florentine stopping by. He will be at the Funny Bone St. Charles this weekend. And we will play just 2 of us with Earl Jim. Give away some fabulous prizes, including tickets for tomorrow's Punk Rock Christmas over at the pageant. We got tickets to go see Steel Panther. We got tickets to go see Nikki Glazer and tickets to go see Sebastian Maniscalco. So today is December the 8th. A lot happened on this day. 82 years ago, 1941, the U.S. entered World War II as Congress declared war on Japan a day after the attack on Pearl Harbor. 71 years ago, 1952, on I Love Lucy, a pregnancy was acknowledged on TV for the very first time. All right, 60 years ago today, 1963, and I got to do a deep dive on this. 19-year-old Frank Sinatra Jr. was quote-unquote kidnapped from Harrah's South Lodge in Lake Tahoe. After Frank Sr. paid a ransom of $240,000 in marked bills, police arrested 2 ex-classmates of Frank Sinatra Jr.
Wow.
It was found out that he cooperated with his abductors in their sinister plot. Ooh.
I don't think I knew that story.
43 years ago, 1980, John Lennon shot and killed outside his New York City apartment building in the Dakota. Mark David Chapman, a former mental patient who had earlier that day asked for and received Lennon's autograph, was arrested and convicted for the killing. Still in prison. He's been eligible for parole several times, denied every time so far. His next parole hearing is next year. 20 years ago today in 2003, Ozzy Osbourne broke his collarbone and several ribs and almost died.
Yeah, this screwed him up for good.
Yeah.
He's still dealing with this.
Still dealing with this. An ATV that he was riding on crashed on the grounds of his Buckinghamshire, England estate. 19 years ago today, 2004, Dimebag Darrell from Pantera, murdered when a crazed fan jumped on stage and shot him at point-blank range.
Awful.
Jeez.
That shooter killed 3 other people before he was taken out by the first cop to arrive on the scene. 12 years ago, in 2011, Albert Pujols officially leaves the Cardinals. The Angels reached an agreement with Albert on a 10-year deal for a reported $254 million. And 4 years ago today, in 2019, rapper Juice WRLD died of an accidental overdose at the age of 21. What wound up being the story there?
I don't remember.
Was his
the plane, right?
The plane, and then he swallowed his drugs? Was
I think
that
that
what it
was
was?
that was one of the theories. Remember, because they were worried about something happening when they landed,
Yeah.
and he kind of took too much or something. I don't know.
Like he ate his what he had on him,
That's terrible.
and he wound
too.
up dying. I told you, man. December 8th. That's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Grab on Celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Bright House Plumbing. Call the best, flush the rest, brighthouseco.com, 636-600-0188. Green Day and 30 Seconds to Mars are going to be performing at Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve with Ryan Seacrest on December 31st. Green Day, 30 Seconds to Mars. Also, Ludacris, Janelle Monáe, Ellie Goulding, Nile Rodgers and Chic, Paul Russell. Tons of people are going to be performing.
So
Ellie Goulding's coming back
in
Good
Times
for her,
Square.
making a comeback.
In Times Square, and it will air on ABC.
Man, I went to Times Square for New Year's once.
How was it?
Yeah, was it fun?
Sucked.
Did it really?
Oh, awful.
Because there's
looks
just
like
too many
misery.
people.
Awful.
They got
Awful.
porta potties that line the street, or how's that
Awful.
situation
It's so
handled?
many people. And it was one of those things I went because, okay,
Experience.
I
it.
live here. First of all, nobody who lives there goes.
Sure. All tourists.
It's all people coming into the city for that. And I'm like, listen, I want to try.
Yeah.
Hey, how many people do you think? Because there's got to be more than one. How many people do you think are going there knowing that they're not going to make it to a bathroom, so they wear a diaper?
Oh, I've heard
Oh,
that.
a
That's
lot.
the rumor. That
I
they
wanna-
If
wear
they get
diapers.
themselves a good,
I want to know the facts. I want to know what percentage
if
of
they
folks
get
out there
themselves
are
a
wearing
good
diapers.
spot, oh, it's awful. It was so cold.
Yeah, no thanks.
And there were so many people. I wanted to leave immediately.
It's annoying.
It was instant regret.
Good.
It was instant regret being there. So what the hell am I doing? And I was so in there, I couldn't leave.
Yeah. Nightmare.
feel like if it were really quiet and you heard all these people, it'd just be like people walking by you like this.
Yeah.
You just hear,
With their,
oh, God.
with their Pampers, wearing
A lot
Pampers.
of diapers.
Hang on a minute. I got to do something.
I hated every second of it.
Oh, you want to? Hey, let's walk over there and take that spot. Okay.
If I were to give New Year's Eve in Times Square a Yelp rating,
Go.
1 star.
Scott R. Right
Hey, Moon,
there.
can I climb on your shoulders real quick?
Yeah, sure. Here, just jump up.
All right.
Oh, my God.
Gross.
Scott. Avenged Sevenfold has collaborated with Amaze VR for a virtual reality experience. It's due out next year, and it will resemble a cross between a music video, live concert, and first-person video game. The concert was filmed back in September in Culver City at a warehouse. This is kind of cool. I would be like, Avenged isn't like one of my top bands, but you know, if
I do find them quite entertaining in concert.
they are very entertaining. But like, what's a band if they put out something like this, a virtual reality experience where you could essentially be on stage with the band,
Playing with the band?
playing with the band? I mean, this is cool. I want
Tool.
more bands to do this. Tool. Okay, perfect. What about you? Moon, you get to do it every day of your
Yeah.
life.
I
So
was like, I've done it with the Garth Brooks, man. The Garth Brooks.
Yeah, but in front of like in front of a crowd. Like you look out on stage and it's
it's what
sea
you
of
know.
people.
Yeah. but not the
But
bands you've been in.
with your favorite act, would it be Garth?
No, it'd be you too.
You too.
Oh, that'd be great. What about you, Rafe? Who would you VR
you
with?
too. They have to be alive?
No.
Oh, honestly, it'd be the Stones anyway.
Yeah, I love
Yeah, I
it.
think that'd be cool.
Scott?
Ooh, I guess it would actually. I was thinking Alice Across Union Station, but I'm gonna go with Weird Al Yankovic.
Okay, very
Be on
cool.
stage with, or nope, take it back. The Aquabats. Boom.
Boom.
Would you
Put me on
say
the
Weird
Aquabats
Al?
stage.
Let me
You've been
ask
on
you.
stage with the Aquabats.
I know, but I could do it in virtual too.
Yeah, that's true.
I would love it. They're
you've
just
been
the
on.
best, man.
Yeah. These guys are so
These
vague.
guys, these guys have, yeah.
Why were you on stage with the Aquabats and what were you doing?
Well, it's just. Technically side stage.
Yeah,
'cause
we toured
were
with
at
them.
Warped
Okay,
Tour.
playing
They were in Warped
an
and-
instrument.
Yeah.
No.
Would you say that Weird Al is your favorite of all time? Like if you're King Scott's top 2 artists of all time, does Weird Al hold one of those top spots?
Yeah, most likely, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Have you
he
ever gotten to
does
see him?
everything. He does the acting. He's done everything I want to do. And he's a comedian. He does the music. He's written film.
And seems like a cool, nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I mean,
seems like
he's
a
a sweetheart
sweetie.
of a guy, man.
Like you don't hear anything bad about Weird Al.
Have you ever seen him live?
Isn't that funny? No.
Really?
Never. Yeah.
Oh, that needs to happen.
I know.
Would you geek out if he came here, like came in?
I don't know how, because it was kind of whenever Emo Phillips came in, I got really kind of nervous, which is weird. But it's because of Weird Al
Phillips,
built
one of the
Emo-
weirdest dudes we've ever
Really?
had here.
Yeah.
But Weird Al's
His
built
liner
him
was
into
weird.
like such a legend, and so I was like, this is the guy that Weird Al loves, and Emo has some of the greatest jokes I've ever heard, and he's coming in. This is wild, and I got nervous with him. So
He's
I
also
would
not
love-
what I would define as a calming energy.
Emo Phillips.
He's a cool guy, but
Yeah.
he's like,
Erratic.
It was so weird.
it's just like he's eccentric. So
Yeah.
it's like kind of, he's odd to be around.
I want to add something to my bucket list.
Okay.
To hear King Scott interview Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Make it happen.
My hands are sweating now.
They are? That would be so
All right,
good.
I'm in.
Would you give me $100 if I made that happen?
IOU work or
No.
yeah, I can give you 100.
Hey, Aerosmith's Dream On has been streamed 1 billion times on Spotify, so congratulations.
They're mixing
to
a record right now.
Aerosmith. They are.
Yeah,
I
my
saw.
buddy's doing their record. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if it's an old record, if it's something new.
Buddy's doing the record.
Yeah, Zach Cervini
Dude, that's awesome.
is mixing it.
Well, goodness gracious.
I thought he's got vocal problems.
yeah. So
He's
he-
back.
Singing.
So Zach posted something a couple days ago with him and Steven sitting at the mixing board, and I was like, "What the heck is that?" And then Steven posted the same picture yesterday.
I saw
and
that.
said something like, "Vocal problems be damned," or whatever the
Doctors
heck it
gave him
was.
the okay.
Yeah, and that they're mixing. Was it an old record
Then you
or
gotta
something
get
that
back-
hasn't been released yet?
Get back on the road,
I know.
Steven.
I think what he means by vocal problems is legal troubles.
Yeah,
So
PR problems.
we have some legal
Oh,
troubles.
that's what's happening.
Doja Cat hates spiders, even though she has them tattooed on her body. She says this tattoo of spiders is like conquering fear. So my question is, again, to you men,
Oh, immersion therapy in a way.
kind of like that, yeah. What would you tattoo a fear on you? Like, I'm deathly afraid of hammerhead sharks, and I have no interest at all at getting a hammerhead shark.
I'm afraid of
tattooed on me.
Doja Cat, and I would,
You would get her tattooed on
I
you?
would get her tattooed.
Ain't nothing make me scared.
Oh. I thought you were afraid of ticks.
I just hate ticks. I just
You're
hate
afraid of getting sticky things on your fingers.
Yeah,
would you-
if I just tattooed like
Just sticky fingers from the Stones tattooed on
peanut
your...
butter and oil on my fingers. Oh God, no! I wouldn't do that. It's,
I don't know. I hate snakes, and I hate spiders.
So you would not.
No, I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
I like animal and flower tattoos. That's my thing. I got like bees all over me. I got flowers and like I like that stuff. So
All right. Would you? What would be
Yeah.
a fear you'd tattoo on
I
you?
mean, I don't like sharks either, but I would like shark's a cool tattoo.
Yeah.
you afraid of heights? Just get a big building up the arm or something?
Every time I look down, just force
Yeah,
perspective.
you're at the top of the building.
Yeah, I would. I've done immersion therapy for other things, and it's worked. Okay. So,
You have?
yeah, I mean, I was deathly afraid of public speaking when I quit drinking, and I just started going to Toastmasters and doing all this. I started putting myself in situations where I had to speak publicly.
Well,
until
getting
it
up on
became-
stage for stand-up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was tough.
same
It
for
was
me.
it was a crippling fear.
That's
So-
what probably drove me to the stage. Is I was so terrified of people. I was so afraid of being seen and looked at.
Yeah.
I was so terrified every day. If somebody called on me in class to like read in
Yeah.
front, I mean, I would ask them, "Please don't have me do this." I was so scared. I was so afraid of everything. Super self-conscious about my voice, and here I am on the radio and on the stage. So that's immersion. Like I think
Sure.
that's the story for a lot of performers.
Yeah. Scott, what would be your fear that you'd tattoo on your face?
Well, one of the fears, I guess I've already got tattooed on my, it's on my arm.
A nipple?
Yeah, I'm afraid of nipples.
You're totally afraid of nips, dude.
He's so afraid of nipples.
That'd look cool on my face, too. It's kind of like a shark. It
is kind of like a
cool
shark.
and intimidating.
Yeah.
He refused to breastfeed until he was 9.
I'm afraid of snakes, but I get a cool-ass snake tattoo.
Yeah, man.
I thought you had a snake tattoo.
Oh, I have a lion.
It's a worm.
A lion. Where's your lion? On the shoulder?
On your back?
Are you being truthful?
His whole back piece is just one big roaring
One big
lion.
roaring
You got a
lion.
you got a
I'm
back
friggin'
piece?
king.
It's the MGM
Leo.
lion.
Whoa.
Are you a Leo?
Yeah.
You're a fire sign. That's why we get along. Good stuff. All right. Hey, Guns N' Roses have...
That's neat.
Guns N' Roses have officially released the latest single called The General. I do have I'm going to save Chris Frank from Casey, the biggest Guns N' Roses fan in the world. I have a quote from him.
Well, let me play the song first.
That's what I want you to do. Play a little snippet of this.
Here's a little bit. I'm
called The
just
General.
going to, here's the beginning. All right, this is the beginning.
This is Guns N' Roses?
Yeah.
What the heck is that snare?
It's called The General. All right. Hit it.
Hit it.
Okay, wait, hang on. And hit it. What is this going to be on?
This sounds like it's like on the Robert Pattinson Batman
Right.
follow-up on the sequel. Like this is something that would come out of a movie like that.
Lots of distortion.
I can see this. The music sounds like it would be on Johnny English, like the new Johnny English coming out.
It's cinematic in like the way that it makes you uneasy.
Right.
And it almost sounds like it's mixed to make you uneasy.
I agree
I
with
can
Moon.
picture this being in a David Fincher movie.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. This is cinematic. This isn't for a record. I mean, maybe it's for a record.
I don't know.
but
I'm a
saying-
huge Guns N' Roses fan. I don't know why. I'm always hoping to hear like something new from Appetite for Destruction.
Yeah, it's never going to be that.
It's never going to be that.
So this is their second single. They
And I
released-
didn't think Chinese Democracy was that bad, by the way.
Right.
So they put this out as a record tease, not as like a.
It's a single. So the first song was Perhaps that came out a couple months ago.
Well, they also put that song Old School
Oh, yeah.
last year. So they're just putting out singles. I don't think that maybe eventually enough singles we put together where it's an actual record, but they just keep putting out songs.
That sounds like a commission piece for a movie.
Yeah.
I could see it
And,
in a movie.
I think it
Actually, for
belongs
the
in a
new
movie.
General car insurance commercial.
You know what I'm saying? Like a slow motion thing.
Save money online.
Yeah. It's
Call the General and save some time.
slow motion. Robert Pattinson in the Batman costume, and it's coming out. And it's just red and
Yeah,
black
do it.
and
Here.
uneasy.
Do the
He's all
walk out. Here it is. That's it.
showing the boots,
And he's,
you know, the-
he's like slowly removing the mask. And he's like shaking.
Save 15%.
Yeah, it's a song from a movie trailer.
Yeah. Well,
it makes sense there.
the biggest Guns N' Roses fan in the world, Chris Frank from down the hall, says, I go, hey, what did you think of the new Guns N' Roses song? And he goes, in caps, it's terrible and it kills me to say it.
Oh.
So he is not a fan.
I'm sad for him
Me too.
because he probably got excited.
Yeah.
A new Guns N' Roses song dropped
Woo! On a Friday.
on a Friday.
Right on.
Rolling into the weekend with new guns.
Nice.
I feel like they're all too smart to have no purpose with it. Maybe it makes sense later.
We'll see. Hey, Billboard has released the 100 best songs of the year. Congrats to the top 3 songs. There was a song called I'm Totally Not Hip, and I'm going to screw this up.
Is this a Bad Bunny song?
No, this is a Bizarrap Rap and Shakira song called Bizrip Music Sessions Volume 53. What up? Number 2, Billie Eilish.
Bizrip.
Bizrip Music Sessions Volume 53. Number 2, Billie Eilish What Was I Made For? And then number 1, St. Louis's own SZA with Kill Bill. So congratulations to her.
I haven't heard any of those songs.
Me neither. Keanu Reeves' home was raided by guys in ski masks who broke in Wednesday night. LAPD responded to an anonymous call about a trespasser on his property.
Holy crap, they broke into John Wick's house?
They
What a
did.
mistake.
Dummy.
And they stole a gun.
How's his dog?
Idiotas.
How's his dog? I think his dog's fine. No dog was injured in this.
Okay.
But the police, so they arrived around midnight and searched the property, found no one. And then at 1 a.m., alarms went off. They saw multiple men smashing windows, entering the house. The culprits got away with one firearm. Luckily, Keanu Reeves was not at home at the time. And this is the second time.
Lucky for the robbers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
In the end.
He picked the wrong house.
Bradley Cooper surprised New Yorkers on Wednesday. He was serving up Philly cheesesteaks from a food truck. The actor teamed up with the owners of Angelo's Pizzeria in South Philly, did a pop-up called Danny and Coop's Cheesesteaks, and the video is really cute. We put it on the blog where hot-ass Bradley Cooper's just serving food to people.
Yeah, slanging
just like us.
cheesesteaks, just like us. No,
Yeah.
they're talking about him maybe opening up a restaurant.
Yeah, with the person that he's
I thought he was
teamed
just
up
picking
with.
up some work in between films.
Why would you want to do that?
Picking up some hours.
Just let him do it. Let him live his dreams. Christmas tragedy almost occurred in Buffalo, New York on Wednesday night. Chevy Chase attended a screening of Christmas Vacation. He was wheeled on stage in a wheelchair, and then when he got up to greet the crowd, he walked towards the edge of the stage. He fell down. Then he got up, sat down in a chair, and announced that his smartwatch was telling him, quote, "I see you've taken a ... hard fall." He then had to reconfigure it so it didn't call an ambulance. And the video's up on the blog
He's
as well.
80.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Was it a pratfall? Like, was it the quintessential Chevy Chase?
No, and I saw a quote from his manager. His manager's like, from all those years on SNL and him falling, he's learned how to fall.
Right.
Yeah.
He's okay.
Jamie Foxx went a little overboard with the Christmas lights, but it looks pretty cool. You can see his house. It's 20,000 square feet, so this massive mansion.
This. Damn.
He went full Clark Griswold on his home. So imagine having a 20,000 square foot house.
His clone did.
Dude,
The clone
totally
put
did.
all these lights up, and it looks pretty fantastic. We're talking about sharks. There's a new movie coming out called No Way Up. This is my personal nightmare. If you are a person that is afraid of flying, and then you're afraid of flying over oceans, and then you're afraid of crashing into the ocean, and then sharks eating you, this is not going to be a movie that you want to see. The trailer freaked me out. It's essentially a plane that crashes into the Pacific Ocean. It ends up submerged. There's about 5 survivors that are stuck in an air pocket, and they have limited time to escape. But they have to not only, keep air going in their bodies, but also a shark has made its way onto the plane. So again, ultimate nightmare for me, flying over an ocean.
What's this thing called?
It's called No Way Up, and we got the trailer on the blog as well.
All right, so what's out in theaters this weekend? So you got, is the Wonka movie out? Is that this weekend?
Yes, it's out this weekend.
All right, I'm looking at Rotten Tomatoes. It's got 83%, which is okay. 83%. My son's going to go see Godzilla -1.
Oh, really?
Dude, that is getting incredible
Dude,
reviews, at least what
97%.
It looks rad.
People saying it's
97%
amazing.
on the critics, 98% audience. Is it subtitles?
I don't.
I
Is
don't
it
know.
Is it an American movie?
I
Par
thought
for
it
the
was
course
part of
for me.
that newer line of them. Yeah, the wife and I, we decided we were gonna possibly do all of those, so we could understand the whole thing. But I think we're just gonna
All
start
of
in the
them?
mid 2000s and go that route.
Godzilla?
Yeah.
We watched, or I watched the Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah, it's good.
That is big budget, boy. Those things are
Dude,
huge. I had
it's
no
awesome.
idea.
That new Poor Things movie with Emma Stone is out. Looks really weird. It's Mark Ruffalo, Emma Stone, and Willem Dafoe is in it.
Love Willem Dafoe.
I guess
That's getting good reviews too, 93%.
The Boy and the Heron is out.
Heron?
Herring.
Herring?
Waitress the
Yeah, repeat the
Musical
word,
is
please.
out. Eileen is out. This is Anne Hathaway and the director, Thomasin McKenzie, who was from The Witch. She's Eileen, a young woman looking to work at a juvenile detention facility in the 1960s in Boston. And then Anne Hathaway plays her psychiatrist. It's called Eileen. And that's what's new in theaters.
I would like to say, I think Willem Dafoe is a marker of a good film. Like, if you see he's in something, even if it's a small part, that film is almost always at least pretty damn good.
More
At least
interesting.
decent or interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen like a stinker with Willem Dafoe in it.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there.
Celebrity celebrating a
No, she's not done.
Oh, I'm not done. I'm sorry.
I apologize.
I do have one more thing. AV Club ranked the 30 worst Christmas songs of all time. We're just going to dive into the top 10.
Worst Christmas songs of all time. I got little snippets of each one.
Oh, man.
Number 10 on this list was Paul McCartney doing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reggae.
I don't know this.
What the hell is this?
I don't know this.
I don't know this either.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reggae.
Oh, God, Paul.
Yeah, man.
Dude, awesome.
Chet Hanks has got a feature on this, dude.
Does he sing in this? Have you heard this song?
No, I've never heard this before. I'm going into this blind.
Yeah, you just sent me the links.
I've never heard most of these songs.
You know what year this was?
I don't know. Does he actually sing?
He probably doesn't. It sounds like it's just like a
I think he's busy tuning whatever the
It's
hell.
a minute 47.
No.
No, I don't think
Let's
he
go to
sings.
number 9. John Denver.
It sounds like a circus at Christmas.
Why is that one of the worst? Like, he don't sing or anything. I'd rather put that other...
I guess people are
Song he
trash.
did.
I don't know.
I hope it's higher on the list.
John Denver's Please Daddy Don't Get Drunk on Christmas is number 9.
Please, Daddy, don't get drunk
This is great.
this Christmas.
Oh, this song's good,
I
dude.
don't want to see my mama cry.
Man, I don't think I heard this one either.
Please, Daddy, don't get drunk this Christmas.
John Denver could have remixed this for any time of the year, you know?
See my mama
Easter, Halloween.
Please Daddy Don't Get Drunk on Easter.
Tuesday.
Please, Daddy, don't get drunk on Arbor Day.
Please, Daddy.
Number
don't get
8 on the
drunk.
list. Last Christmas by Crazy Frog.
Okay. This is, again, new to me. Oh, this is like a kid's thing.
Like a
This is the group that does the Gummy Bear song.
Oh, you mean Gummy Bear song.
I'm a gummy bear. I'm a gummy bear.
Okay. I thought you meant the Gummy Bears theme, which is an incredible...
No, if you got kids, you know that stupid Gummy Bear song.
caca. Okay. Number
I had to
7.
kill it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Cliff Richard comes in at number 7, you guys. 21st Century Christmas. Take a listen. Wow.
Satellites tracking Santa.
This is great.
Mobile numbers to help out old St. Nick. Sometimes we stop.
I don't know, dude. I love it. I'm getting caught up in the beat a little bit.
I kind of like this. This
Is
is
the
like
spirit taking over right now?
if Teen Wolf did a Christmas movie in 1986.
21st Century Christmas.
Let me see here. This is 2006.
2006. Oh man, never mind.
I don't like it.
Oh, disagree.
That's all right. They
Put it on
missed
your
the mark
list.
putting that on the list.
Yeah.
Number
bad.
6, you guys, My Love, Lady Gaga. I never heard this song, and I listened to a little bit of it as I was compiling this list, and this is trash. Christmas Tree by Gaga.
Hate it already.
I don't like it.
No.
That feels like a 30 Rock bit. That song sounded like if on an episode of 30 Rock they had Lady Gaga as a guest and they were doing like a this is a fake song that the comedians wrote for her.
Yes.
It was so bad.
Number 5.
But I mean, most Christmas songs are that because they're labels saying, "Hey, we got a hit on our hands. We got 3 weeks until this season, and we need a hit, and we're just going to basically bastardize your hit single
Right.
of this year, and we're going to make it Christmassy and put some sleigh bells behind it." That's most Christmas songs, most of them.
Number 5 was Pentatonic's That's Christmas to Me.
Most modern ones, I mean.
Oh, a cappella, huh?
That's what they do.
That's Pentatonic's thing, right?
Yeah.
Heard a few of these their songs.
Okay, don't
No,
need to hear
no
any more
thanks.
of
A lot
that.
of crispiness there.
Scott, sit down. Weird Al Yankovic came in at number 4 with The Night Santa Went Crazy.
No, this song is probably the greatest ever.
Sorry,
person-
A
buddy.
little bit of
Better
Scott
years.
died. today.
I know.
He just
I'm
punched
sorry.
the glass and cracked it in his office.
Off his album Bad Hair Day.
He's getting a spin.
You know the words?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know this song.
Down in the workshop,
Sing it.
all the elves were making toys. With the good Gentile girls
And the good Gentile boys.
When the boss busted in,
Oh.
nearly scared him half to death.
Call yourself a Weird Al fan?
Had a rifle in his hands and cheap whiskey on his breath.
We're getting close. We're getting close. I know where it's heading.
Number
But no,
3.
that's a great ending. It's got a good message to it.
It does?
Yeah, because his wife ends up getting the movie rights to the whole thing, and he'll be out in like 10,000 years or something, so it'll be good.
We're on
He
to
just
number 3.
destroys the planet.
Dear
Yeah.
Santa, bring me a man this Christmas from the Weather Girls. Hit it.
The Weather Girls, it's Rain and Men.
Is this Andre 3000s?
Dear
Here we
Santa,
go.
bring me a man this Christmas. Hell yeah.
From the Weather Girls.
On WNBC.
This is the one Rafe needs to cover.
From the group that brought you, it's Raining Men.
For real?
The Weather Girls.
Building.
Wow.
Ah, okay.
All right, no.
Knowing
Like
men.
it.
Elmo and Patsy came in at number 2. Grandma got ran over by a reindeer.
Elmo?
Yes, yes.
Grandma got run over
Ugh.
by
Everybody knows that.
Elmo sounds way different when he's not on
walking
TV.
home from our house
I know.
Christmas Eve.
I like the song.
Yeah, I love it, man.
You can say there's no such
Sing it,
thing
Rizz.
as Santa.
But as for being Grandpa, we believe.
She'd been drinking too much eggnog.
This song rules. This
Yeah.
list is.
Chet Atkins'
We're
version
trashing
of this
this
is
list.
awesome. You got to check out Chet Atkins.
Wait till you hear
guys-
our version on Saturday. Our
The-
Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer is the greatest.
The number 1 worst song for Christmas of all time. Congratulations once again to new song, The Christmas Shoes. On the Rizzuto Show. Merry Christmas, everybody.
This song.
The video.
Almost Christmas time. Here I stood in another land, trying to buy that last gift or two. Not really in the Christmas mood. Standing right in front of me was a little boy waiting
The
anxious.
video is.
Oh, the video's with Rob Lowe. That's Rob Lowe.
Boys do.
Really?
And in his hands,
This is from a movie or something.
a pair of shoes.
This is from a dream.
Pair of shoes.
Pair of Crocs.
And that is your crap on
Well,
celebrity.
you know, it didn't make the list. Our song from a couple weeks ago, the one about the
Daddy dying.
daddy
Oh
dying
my
on the
gosh.
bus.
This one was shocking.
An old-fashioned Christmas, Daddy's home. Remember this one?
Sadly, we do know this one now. Thanks to you.
This is your music, news, and weather station.
Look outside, the snow is falling. What a sight to see. Daddy will be coming home
Oh, God.
As happy as
can be. He'll be walking through the door 10 minutes after 9.
Uh-huh.
'Cause the bus he takes each night is always right on time.
Always right on time,
It's
guys.
gonna be
Everybody.
a very Merry Christmas.
With everybody alive.
Children by the Christmas tree.
All right, guys, it's going to be a real old-fashioned Christmas.
It's gonna be a real old-fashioned Christmas.
Are you doing this song on Saturday?
For my
No, I wish we just didn't
Like,
have
because you
time.
know the words so well.
Oh, God, here comes the news.
Oh, I don't know. This is part of the song.
Remix.
Uh-oh. Breaking news.
We're sorry to interrupt this program, but a bulletin has just been handed me. There's been a serious accident involving the number 5 bus out of New Haven. The only information we have is that the bus skidded on a patch of ice and slammed into a tree. Stay tuned to this station for further details.
Oh, Papa!
Not the bus
Papa's not
Daddy
coming
was
home.
on.
Yeah. Then the son comes in and said, "Mommy, isn't that the bus Daddy rides each night?"
Your daddy's dead on Christmas.
What was that for?
Congratulations.
Dude, it's a song. It's just they released it. It's just
It's a rad song that someone realized they needed to put out.
This came out in December.
Wayne John Denver.
This came out in December of 75. I feel like there was like a 9-year period there from like 74 to 80 something. That a lot of stuff in entertainment was just happening and nobody was saying, "Is this a good idea?" Like there were no questions.
There was no people.
Yeah, like the same like the
Throw
same
it at the
people.
wall, and if it sticks,
The same people that were like, "Yeah, let's do this," were the same people that did the Star Wars Christmas thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like almost a decade where nobody asked, "Is this a good idea?"
That was not a good idea.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Tanner Buchanan, that's Johnny's son in Cobra Kai, is 25. Dwight Howard, 2 first names, center for the Lakers, is 38. Sam
Man,
Hunt,
that kid in Cobra Kai
yes,
looks exactly like a young Val Kilmer, does he not? That kid?
yeah. Now that you say that, I can kind of see
Yeah.
that. Tanner Buchanan, 25. Dwight Howard, 38. Sam Hunt is 39. Nicki Minaj is 41. Phillip Rivers is 42. Dominic Monaghan, that's Charlie on Lost, and he's
One of the
Merry
Hobbits.
from Lord of the Rings. He's 47. Corey Taylor is 50. Terry Hatcher is 59. Marty Friedman from Megadeth is 61. Phil Collin from
Oh, Def Leppard.
Def Leppard is 66. And Kim,
Great
is it
abs.
Basinger or Basinger?
Kim Bassinger.
Bassinger.
Is that what it is?
Bassinger.
yeah, because everybody said Basinger for the entire 80s.
I think it's Bassinger.
It's
Bassinger.
Bassinger.
It's Bassinger?
I don't know.
Whatever. Kim is 70.
Hot ass Kim 70.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Alicia Tyler. And today's birthday girl's been in 44 fine films, including 69 Flavors 2, Ass Like That 3, Black Ass Orgy 2, Booty Tales 4, Bubble Bursting Butts 2, Bubble Butt Beauties 2, Damn She's Fine, Hot About Girls 5, Triple Booty Duty, and Who Could Forget a Roll? And this is Lern's favorite,
Yes.
2008's Ghetto Lollipops.
Ghetto Lollipops? Are you kidding me? Amazing.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ghetto Lollipops 2, which you don't need to watch the first one
Oh,
to
that's
get
cool.
to.
Right.
Alicia Tyler would have been 38 today. She passed away back in 2013, died from chronic stomach and asthma problems.
Dang.
Sorry. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back, and we'll make it official. We will crown the official Craigslist Freak of the Year. And then we'll get into Rafe Williams and the E Memoriam. 7:55, Friday, traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. Lane closed due to a stalled vehicle 70 westbound at 5th Street. We also have a lane closed due to a stalled vehicle 55 southbound at 255. Your point forecast mild but mostly cloudy. High of 63. Right now it's 48 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
Morning.
So horny.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It is time to crown the official Craigslist Freak of the Year. That's right. We got the horns and everything. Moon, if you would, for the final time in 2023. Shut down the boats.
Shut down. It is official. We have a winner.
We have ourselves.
Wow.
And I can't believe it.
I can't believe it's over. It's been one hell of a tournament.
Maybe the closest final.
32 freaks enter. Only one leaves
Yes.
as the official Craigslist Freak of the Year champion.
Glorious.
Might be the closest final we've ever had.
Yeah, crazy. So it was our number 1 seed, Scatatui, up against the number 4 seed, Susan Boyle. Thank you, band. Hey, give it up for the band.
Yeah,
job, guys.
it's so good.
Good job, guys.
And gals.
There's donuts in the kitchen for you. Thank you. So, man, I appreciate everybody sticking with us this year, voting, being enthusiastic about voting, and naming these freaks.
Yes.
Hey, give it up for the listeners who named these freaks.
So creative.
So creative. Thanks for being in the chat room for all this stuff. And you, hey, you know what?
What?
You guys are the real winners. You guys are the real.
You're the real freak.
You guys are the real winners.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. the official Craigslist Freak of the Year. Is it Scatatui? Is it Susan Boyle? The winner, with 52.8% of your vote.
Whoa.
And the Craigslist Freak of the Year is Scatatui! Congratulations, one last time.
Holy cow.
Experimental dinner, woman for man, 48 years old, Toronto. I've been a chef for 20 years here in Toronto. I've crafted some of the best menus in town. Now I'm uninspired, and I'm finding traditional meals boring. Looking for an adventurous culinary guinea pig. I will host at my home because I have a pro kitchen. This will be a 10-course meal with wine. Our mouths will water together once we bite into this wild experimental menu. Instead of the usual proteins, I'll be using meats, spices, and vegetables that have the same taste and textures of human waste. There will also be a course that will smell like old roadkill. This is not for the weak-stomached. All of the courses will be paired perfectly with a very expensive wine, and there will be a dress code. You and I will not be wearing much, I'll put it that way. I also expect a romantic moment for dessert, no condom needed. You must be chubby so I know that you're a good eater. P.S. Want to try my special ice cream?
Woo, there it is! Scatatui! The official Craigslist Freak of the Week.
Everybody take a drink! Yes! Woo!
I can't believe it. I can't. This is an upset.
It really is an upset.
I'm upset. Everyone's upset.
Do you feel bad that Susan Boyle lost?
Why? I think the right freak won.
No, I'm saying we're upset because we had to hear that ad again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's an upset. Everyone's upset. Our stomachs are upset.
Chipotle, you ate something.
All right.
Personally,
congratulations.
I do feel like Susan Boyle could have won.
Well, it was close. It was close.
I will abide by the democracy of the Rizz Show voting system.
52.8% to 47.2%. Hell of a matchup. Hell of a finals.
Way to go, ladies.
What a season. What a season from these competitors.
Lern, here's the official 32-team elimination bracket if you want to post that.
We will. Good luck reading Rizz's handwriting, everybody.
Well, I had to write tiny.
It's all right.
I got tiny handwriting. Some would say much like a serial killer, but that's okay.
That's okay.
I don't mind it.
This is so great.
Take pride in my penmanship. There it is, putting that to bed.
Wow.
The official Craigslist Freak of the Year is Scatatui once we get that new trophy, which is being commissioned, by the way.
What is it shaped as?
Oh, you don't even want to know.
You'll find out.
Quite phallic, I assume.
Of course.
Yes.
A woman one.
Yes.
Quite labic.
It's a giant vulva, okay?
Thank you. For once, finally,
For
yes.
once, ladies
We've
win,
had to deal
guys.
with so many penis trophies in this
know,
world.
yeah.
Ladies, it's our time.
It's your turn. But Scatatui will be etched on the official Craigslist Freak of the Year trophy. Boy,
Unbelievable.
we're getting back to it. So we're back from vacation on January the 2nd, which is a Tuesday. And then the first Freak of the Year will be on that Thursday. So,
Holy smokes.
guys, get to looking because we got to get new ads.
Oh, boy.
Yep. All right, Rafe,
Yeah?
are you ready?
Sure.
It's your turn to shine.
Oh, boy.
It's time for this week's In Memoriam.
Welcome to this week's second to last of the year's In Memoriam. Brought to you by Hughes Funeral Alternatives. Discover Aquamation, the natural, gentle, eco-friendly alternative to fire-based creation. For those of you unfamiliar, the In Memoriam is a nod to the Oscars In Memoriam, where we say goodbye to people we lost this week, either topics we discussed, things lost to culture and society, people who sent us emails, trolls, or just completely unhinged people who sent us emails for no reason whatsoever. So with that in your mind, let's get started. First up for this week's In Memoriam, Cookie Monsters. We'll start with the first of two, Loft House loyalists. Loft House cookies were voted #1 cookie in America, not by us, but it really pissed a lot of you off this week. So to the diehard fans of Loft House cookies, those frosted sugar discs masquerading as the pinnacle of baked goods, let's set the record straight. You champion what is essentially the cookie equivalent of a foam packing peanut slathered in bull semen.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
jeez.
What?
Coming in hot today, boys and girls.
Buckle up.
These cookies are less a dessert and more a test of how much sugar one can tolerate before descending into a diabetic coma. I honestly believe you could accidentally eat 3 coasters off the coffee table before you even noticed you weren't munching on a loft house. So, bye-bye.
These are gross.
Punch it on a lot.
Second in the Cookie Monsters department, Tate's Tasteless Trollops. You pieces of crap.
I mean, those are good cookies. I
Tate's
don't understand.
cookies.
Have you really had one?
Well, you just said you were a serial killer, so that makes sense. I have had one. I spit it in a trash can.
Oh.
To those misguided souls who sing praises for Tate's cookies, they're not so much baked as they are desiccated, zapped of all moisture, and then dry in a way that would even make a cactus say, "God damn, that's dry." They're so aggressively crunchy, it feels like you're trying to pick a fight with your own molars. Eating Tate's as a cookie is like using sandpaper to wipe your ass. Technically, it'll get the job done, but there will be no joy in Mudville when you're finished. What else do you enjoy? Sunburns? Psychopaths? I'm pretty sure Tate's is short for dictates, which perfectly describes the flavor of that product. Now get out of our kitchen. Next up, Merriam-Webster's Dictionary.
What?
Dictionary, I meant. Authentic? Please. Merriam-Webster, in the grand arena of words, you've really shown your colors this year, choosing authentic as your word of the year. Funny. That's like picking vanilla in a world bursting with flavors, just as if you're playing checkers while Oxford, with its choice of Rizz, is mastering chess. Oxford's bold pick of Rizz is like daring neon graffiti splashed across the linguistic landscape, capturing the zeitgeist in a way that authentic could only dream of. Your choice, Miriam, reeks of cautious conservatism, the lexicographical equivalent of a shrug. Meh. It's as if you're the librarian shushing the room when things are just getting interesting. People are starting to bang on the tables and you're trying to shut it down. Oxford, on the other hand, is the vocalistic Spuds MacKenzie toasting to the new, the now, the next, and getting in on the word orgy. Merriam-Webster Dictionary, forever in the looming shadow of its illustrious cousin, the Oxford English Dictionary. Miriam, you've been like an underachieving sibling in the family of lexicons, always a few etymologies short of the mark. While Oxford parades its depth and breadth, Merriam-Webster, you've been the lightweight, the easy read of the dictionary world. So here's the tip of the hat to you, Merriam-Webster. You've tried proving you're all grown up by being a little word slut for quick lookups. But in the grand dining hall of dictionaries, you're going to always eat at the kids' table. Better luck next year, Miriam. Maybe you'll find a little Rizz of your own. Bye-bye. Next up. Sorry, buddy.
What?
Learns musical knowledge since joining the Rizz Show.
Oh, God. My brain.
And I was going to write an in memoriam for this, but I actually found an article in a published educational
journal?
medical journal about this. So I'm just going to read that if that's okay with everybody.
Yeah, let's freak me out.
Here's
Let's
an
go.
excerpt, and it's actually, I got a recording from the esteemed Journal of Neanderthal Humor and Modern Broadcasting. So I'll play it for you now. We here at the Journal of NHMB must regrettably submit an obituary for Lern's musical knowledge post her induction into the Rizzuto Show. A transition marked by a stark regression suggests a phenomenon we might tentatively label as cavemanitis of the musical cognition or resticular torsion. Lern, once a beacon of melodic intellect, has seen her vast repository of musical understanding diminished to a level that would make a Cro-Magnon feel like Beethoven. Pre-show data indicated a broad spectrum of musical acumen spanning genres, eras, and complexities. However, post-induction analyses reveal a significant atrophy in this area, with her musical references now predominantly consisting of grunts, hums, and an occasional rhythmic thumping of her fist on the windowsill, reminiscent of a Paleolithic drum circle as airsoft bullets bounce off of her gluteus maximus.
I'm just tired.
She no longer possesses the ability to recall songs from KC 95. This de-evolution, while fascinating from an anthropological standpoint, is nothing short of tragic within the realm of modern radio. The subject, known for her once encyclopedic knowledge of tunes and melodies, now exhibits a preference for monosyllabic critiques and guttural affirmations. Further research is required to fully comprehend this alarming decline. However, preliminary hypotheses suggest a correlation between prolonged exposure to Neanderthal-like humor and deterioration of sophisticated musical taste.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone.
In conclusion, we observe with a somber heart the demise of what was once a flourishing garden of musical diversity, now reduced to the barren wasteland of primal soundscapes and freak of the week live reads.
It's so true. God, it's so true.
Goodbye. Next up, math.
Yeah, once you find out what sounding was, you had
Yeah.
to put something out of your memory.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Randy Meisner left and sounding went in.
I feel like every freak of the I feel like every freak of the
It's
week.
one in,
read-
one out now.
It's a revolving door of pervs.
Every paragraph of a freak of the week pushes one band out of your head.
Yep.
It's bad. Next up, math. We found out that America's over math. Big surprise. Well, folks, let's tip our hats to the dearly departed math in the United States. The once proud symbol of smarts and know-how has passed on, leaving a nation grappling with the mysteries of 2 plus 2. What is it? We may never know. You see, math in America has been on the decline, like a cowboy riding off into the sunset, except this cowboy is incapable of counting his cattle and will be fired unless he gets an iPhone calculator. We've seen a nation that put a man on the moon now struggling to figure out the tip on a dinner check. It's a sad day indeed. Math was once the trusty steed that galloped through our schools and universities. Now it's more like an old mule stubbornly refusing to budge from the barn. So here's to you, math. You were a good old friend. Reliable as a sunrise, but it seems your numbers are finally up. Adios, math.
Bye, math.
Bye, math. Next up, Selena Gomez.
Oh, no.
Lern does not like Selena Gomez. Made a point about it. A couple of us agreed. Well, I'm not throwing you under the bus here. Didn't like her acting skills. Some of you took exception and sent a whole bunch of emails. So
Her voice and her head do not match up for me.
I
That's
agree,
it.
and we're about to get to that. To the ardent admirers of Selena Gomez, let's have a heart-to-heart. But let's drop the beat and face the music. She's more of a pop princess by default than distinction. Selena's songs are like cotton candy, sweet, airy, and instantly dissolving into nothing. It's as if her music is designed for easy listening and even easier forgetting. You hail her as the queen of pop, but really she's more like the Duchess of D's nuts.
Right on.
And her acting, well, celebrating Selena's acting is like applauding a mannequin for its runway walk, stiff, unconvincing, and eerily lifeless. She delivers lines with the enthusiasm of someone who just got major dental work reading a microwave manual and has the emotional range of Mr. Spock after a heavy injection of Botox. In a world where monotone is the new melody and wooden is the new expressive, Selena truly reigns supreme. So, to the fans of Selena's thespian endeavors and vocal ventures, hold the applause and get the hell out of here. Bye-bye. And finally, this one hurts, but I wouldn't be an arbiter of justice if I wasn't willing to dispense it to myself. My Perfect Attendance Award. It's a sad day this week when I was late for work. My perfect attendance, the goal that was within my grasp, was stripped away from me.
I mean, it wasn't that long. You've only been on the show since, April.
9 months, a baby was born. And in honor of Rizz not making that big of a deal about it, and not being super dramatic, I decided to be also not super dramatic. That's why I've prepared a Shakespearean soliloquy that I'd like to read for you now. An ode to perfect attendance from Shakespeare's God Damn It, My Alarm Didn't Go Off. Alas, poor Rafe, for whom the bell tolled not in a timely grace, coveting yon perfect attendance award as star-crossed lovers yearn for the morrow's embrace. Yet, ever as the dawn did break, so too did my dreams of punctual acclaim. Each morn a stage set for my timely entrance, yet our hero in haste found himself ensnared by the mischievous hands of Kronos. Like Hamlet plagued by indecision, my resolve faltered in the grip of tardy fate. O Rafe, thou gallant seeker of the chronometric crown, how thy quest hath faltered like Icarus, whose waxen wings did melt for the sun's relentless gaze. Forsooth, thou didst aspire to grasp the laurel of perfect morn attendance, yet the day of twos brought tardiness like a sly sprite did trip thee at the threshold. In the grand theatre of time arrival, thou wert ever the noble bard, scripting intentions most honorable. Yet as the hourglass did turn, so did the sands of punctuality slip through my grasp, like ethereal whispers lost to the wind. Verily, the spectre of late arrival hath haunted the steps, a ghostly companion in the morning's mist, each cockcrow's call a clarion trumpet. Yet thou, like a valiant but beleaguered knight, wert ever a hair's breadth from victory. In the theatre of time's jest, I, Rafe, a noble aspirant to the throne of reliability, found his crown ever just beyond my grasp. Lo, the coveted prize of faltering presence, a siren song that called to thee through the tempest of daily toil, yet like a ship striving against Poseidon's wrath, thou wert dashed against the craggy shores of tardiness. Thus we lament for Rafe, whose heart beat true with the rhythm of ambition,
You're so red right now.
yet was ensnared by time's cruel jest. Mayhaps in another chapter in fortunes yet unwrit, thou shalt claim thy prize as time, relenting, crowns thee king of constant dawn. So,
Wow.
just when you think it's over, here we stand,
Oh, that's not over.
bearing witness to a tale of ambition thwarted not by a villainous deceit, but by the humble tick-tock of life's relentless clock. Revelers will toast me long after my earthly time has had its final grain fallen. To the late, great Rafe, the almost punctual, the bearer of aspirations grand, may your next act find fortune's favor, and time a kinder hand. Farewell, ye fool. Be thee not late to meet Charon, the son of Erebus and Nyx, whose duty it is to ferry over the river Styx and Acheron those souls of the deceased who have received the rites of burial. Farewell, ye fool. Farewell.
Your neck is so red right now. You sweet, sweet man.
And now to the real RIPs. Chad Allen of the Guess Who, and who else?
Norman Lear.
Norman Lear.
No, who else was Chad Allen in the band with?
Oh, Wings.
Wings. He started 2 bands and then left them. Poor Chad Allen.
Not Wings.
Okay, you guys
No,
don't know.
no,
See,
it
she
was
doesn't know.
Bachman, BTO, and
Bachman, Turner, Overdrive, and the Guess Who.
and the
Poor
Guess Who.
Chad had
Again, my brain's
2 bands. I know.
No,
I'm
there
sorry.
was a guy from Wings that died this week.
All right, the guy from Wings just got added. Don't know his name.
And
Ralph.
the Moody Blues. He was in the Moody Blues and
Of
Wings.
course, yes.
Wow. Oh, I also have Ralph Sorella from the Howard Stern Show, R.I.P. And of course, the late, great 101-year-old Norman Lear, creator
Denny
of
Lane?
Denny Lane, yes.
Denny Lane, YouTube. Norman Lear, creator of All in the Family, The Jeffersons,
yeah.
so many quintessential classics over the years of television. Rest in peace, Norman. And that concludes this week's In Memoriam, brought to you by Hughes Funeral Alternatives.
You're good, man. That's awesome.
Jesus. All right.
On the ones and twos.
Oh, my God.
Rizzuto on the 1s and 2s.
We'll take a break. We'll come back with your Friday fail stories. I got one about a promposal gone wrong. And yes, it's not prom season, but something that happened during prom season is now in court, I wanted to say.
Huh.
8:25. Why can't you just ask a girl to prom? Like, can we go to prom with me? No.
Nah,
Yes.
man.
No.
Gotta
we
go
make
viral.
it's got to be. We got to make a thing out of it. Traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. It's time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. We got a lane closed due to a stalled vehicle 55 southbound at 255. There's also a lane closed due to a stalled vehicle 70 westbound at 5th Street. Your point forecast, mild but mostly cloudy. High of 63 right now. It's 49 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, folks, time for your Friday fail stories. Yeah, so all these people, man, they thought they had the perfect plan, but somewhere along the line, that perfect plan went completely sideways. Oh, it did. And it became an Uber, an Ultra, oh, I'm going to say it.
Don't you dare.
Mega.
No.
Oh, I'm going to say it. We're all going to do it. Here we go. nerves are warmed up for tomorrow for Punk Rock Christmas.
Yeah, you sounded great, boss.
Ready to sing.
That's right.
Your Friday Fail Stories are sponsored by
Moritz Royce Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Rizzuto Show.
All right, these promposals. Remember back in the day when I was in high school, you just kind of summoned up the courage to ask a girl to prom, and that was it. But no. Now in the Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok world we live in, it's got to be something grandiose so we can record it, so everybody can see it.
Yes.
So a high school in Arizona is being sued after a kid in an SUV crashed into a motorcycle as part of an alleged promposal accident. So the student in the SUV was supposed to be pulled over by a security officer, and then he would ask the passenger to prom. So the student in the SUV was supposed to run a stop sign and get pulled over. Mm-hmm. He didn't see the other student driving a motorcycle and hit him doing 40 miles an hour.
You got to be kidding me.
That's why the cyclist is suing for $1 million. The lawsuit claims the security officer and the principal knew and agreed upon the plan. Here is the injured student's sister and attorney talking about it.
After the accident, we could tell that he's become a little bit more withdrawn and closed off.
It was not a good plan. The estimated speed of the car involved that was being driven by the student was over 40 miles an hour. He very easily could have died in this accident by just milliseconds difference in timing.
Failed.
Or he very easily could have just asked to go to prom, and she would have said yes, and that would have been it.
What complete imbeciles.
Imbeciles, right? We're surrounded by idiots, honestly.
Yes.
We are surrounded by idiots. You could give yourself Heimlich, the Heimlich on the back of a chair. Have you seen somebody demonstrate that?
Yes.
Yeah. I had to do it.
Oh, to yourself? You had to give yourself a Heimlich?
Dude, I almost joked one time. Like, I was close. It did work.
Like, so you, like, the back of a chair?
I was alone. I think I choked on like a sandwich. I told this story on like a podcast with Libby one time, but the crux of the story is yes, I've done it. I was like eating a...
Did you live?
Are you?
I'm alive. I think I did. But part of me, it would have been an embarrassing way to die.
Well, listen, because you choked on a sandwich?
On a salami sandwich. Yeah.
Like
Hard
that,
salami.
Like that rumor that Mama Cass from Mamas and the Papas choked on a ham sandwich.
Yeah.
Like, which is not true. Like, it's not true. That's like an urban legend.
Really?
And they only said that because she was a large woman.
Right.
Like, Mama Cass from Mamas and Papas died after choking on a ham sandwich. It's not true.
How'd she die?
I think a heart attack. Now, I only mentioned that you give yourself the Heimlich on the back of a chair because of this story. A 21-year-old woman in Spain was choking on a piece of turkey last Wednesday and decided her best option was try to shove a toothbrush down her throat.
Oh.
So she jammed the dull end of it down into her esophagus to try to clear the obstruction. And the good news is it worked. So she dislodged the turkey so she could breathe again. Mm-hmm. Bad news is she also swallowed the toothbrush.
Is this called a brush with death?
You can't.
I'm going to give that. I'm going to give that to him.
What are you doing?
So
Scott.
Scott just walked out of his cubicle.
yeah, you could leave. That's it.
Yeah.
You're done for the week.
Thank you guys. Have a good weekend.
For your service.
He packed in the whole week in the one
that's it.
line.
You've been saving it up.
So she swallowed the toothbrush. She tried to hang on to the bristles, but once the turkey went down, the brush followed. And she explained her situation when she showed up at the ER. They weren't sure they believed her until they saw the x-rays. They sedated her. It took about 40 minutes to fish out the toothbrush.
Freshest breath.
Yeah, they pulled it up through her mouth, so she didn't need surgery, which is good news. It was lying on her. Like when she woke up, they put it in a plastic bag. It's a big trumpet, but yeah.
Failed.
Whoops. Now, some people may think that having an MRI is a pain in the butt. But it's usually not that big of a deal. Unless you get shot in the butt. Oh, yes, it's one of these stories.
No.
A report has been filed online claiming that an unnamed 57-year-old woman accidentally shot herself in the right buttock area while entering an MRI machine. If you haven't had an MRI, there's one major rule. You cannot have anything metal on you, including clothing. The intensity of the magnets means that you should never even wear certain athletic clothing, which contains metal fibers.
Dude, I just had an MRI a couple weeks ago, and knowing that I've got nothing on me, I'm checking my, I don't have my watch. I'm still going in there going, is there any metal inside of me?
Yeah.
Did I forget? Is there anything? I mean, like, that's all you're doing is asking yourself, is there metal anywhere on me?
Clearly, a loaded gun would be off limits. According to the report, the woman was screened prior to the exam and explicitly said no when asked if she was carrying any firearms. Fortunately, her wounds were described as very small and superficial, but she was lucky.
Failed.
Remember earlier this year, a guy in Brazil entered a room with an MRI. He was helping his mom. He died of a gunshot to the stomach triggered by the machine. Whoops.
Surrounded by idiots.
Security at an airport in Thailand got suspicious when a guy tried to get through with an unusually big bulge in his pants.
Whoa.
Yeah, I hate when security does this to me. It's just, oh gosh, man.
Turns out the guy was trying to smuggle 2 otters into the country.
Aw. River otters?
They were tiny. Apparently, the guy's pants were wiggling. So he had a giant bulge.
My balls do this sometimes.
And they were
Sorry about that.
wiggling around when they, excuse me, that's suspicious. May we do an enhanced check? So they x-rayed him and they found 2 otters in his boxer shorts. They'd been stuffed in stockings and then taped to his pants. The 22-year-old guy was arrested.
Failed.
He'd bought the otters at a market in Bangkok, and it's really illegal to try to smuggle animals in or out of the country, especially, I think he was trying to get them out of the country, to be honest, especially in China. I don't know what they do with them when they get there, but that's a big penalty. This guy's in trouble.
I totally would steal an otter, though. Just
Would you
saying.
put it down your pants?
I wouldn't. I would just carry it around like a little baby or something. I'd be like, I'm taking this otter. Take it out of my cold, dead hands.
Hey, remember otters were attacking people earlier
Yeah.
this year?
Yeah,
They were
they're
going at it.
That'd be a baby otter.
Fighting back.
Maybe you make friends with it.
Rafe sent me a thing about river otters. They gang up like armies. It was almost like Game of Thrones, dude. Like they're going down. There were 2 gangs of otters, and they were colliding, and it turned into this insanity. I mean, they're vicious, but adorable. Back to you.
And if you raise it from birth, you become friends with the otter.
The mother otter.
You become Mama Otter.
Mother of otters.
Lern, mother of otters.
Yes.
A guy from Clearwater, Florida is back in jail.
Breaker of dams. Mother of otters.
A guy from Clearwater back in jail after he was accused of obstructing a burglary investigation. So the arrest report says that 46-year-old Michael Gordon, 2 first names, was spotted rummaging through an unlocked car that was parked outside of an apartment building. When questioned by police, he refused to give his name and cooperated anyway, so you going to jail. Now, the reason the story is noteworthy is because witnesses described Michael as a white man wearing tan shorts and a black T-shirt that says, "I just got out of prison." Which is true. He was in jail not too long ago, released in March. Well, dopey going back.
Failed.
That's the shirt that they have at the door.
Right.
That they give when you're on
When
your
you
way
leave.
out. Yeah. Here, you survived. Here's your souvenir.
Here's your shirt. This is right out of Meet the Parents. This next story. 2 people arrested after a flight from Orlando was diverted on Tuesday because of an alleged bomb threat that passengers said they overheard being made while 2 people were arguing. So this was a flight from Orlando to Providence, Rhode Island. Wound up making an emergency stop in Jacksonville. Apparently, the 2 started arguing right before the flight took off. It was a man and a woman arguing. The man told the woman he wanted to get off the plane. The flight was in the air for about 45 minutes. The word bomb was mentioned during the argument. The arguing couple were talking about or claiming that the other person had a bomb. The people around them heard the word bomb, reported it to the airline. They're obligated to put the plane down.
Damn it, Gaylord.
That's the move. Oh, yeah? He's got a bomb. No, 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 you've got a bomb.
You can't say bomb.
We look forward to that, Greg.
The FBI responded to the incident to make sure that everybody was safe. The man was apologizing to other other passengers as he was being placed in handcuffs. Like, sorry. Everyone in the plane had to get off, rescheduled the next day. I mean, huge bummer. The man and woman were arrested, will face federal criminal charges. Can't say bomb on a plane, idiots.
Lipstick, not lip balm.
3 men in Oklahoma were arrested for stealing Dr. Pepper. And this wasn't a $5 crime. They stole more than $100,000 worth.
Of Dr. Pepper?
The men would steal pallets of Dr. Pepper syrup from a warehouse. The syrup was in 5-gallon bags within boxes. The boxes would then be sold to places like gas stations, which would then sell the individual big gulp fountain drinks.
I thought you were going to say, like, Cousin Daryl's got a soda stream at home.
No,
He's just
no.
like going, guys, quit. I haven't got through these 3 pallets yet. Give me a second.
It was an inside job, and the thieves had the same plan. They would sell the pallets to a gas station for less than the original price and then pocket the money. 2 of the men used to work at Dr. Pepper, and one admitted that he started stealing the pallets while he was still working there. He stole about 10 pallets worth about $40,000 while he was still employed. And he'd been stealing 2 or 3 pallets a week since he quit in August. The third culprit was the guy at the gas station. He apparently knew he was getting stolen syrup, and that's why it was so cheap. All 3 men facing felony charges.
Hey, you got some syrup?
Fail.
Oh, I got it. I got the sweet stuff.
I'm looking for some hot syrup. Hot. It's got to be hot.
Syrup's hot.
The syrup's hot. So hot right now.
If you're looking for something, you should always check the couch cushions, right?
Oh, definitely.
A lot of things might be, hidden in there. Your phone, your keys, the remote. Can't find the remote. It's usually, let me stick my hand in. You find some gross stuff under there.
Gross crumbs, dude.
Maybe even you'll find a fugitive. Police in Florida. Yeah, police in Florida were looking for a 39-year-old woman, Stacy Usher, who was wanted on a parole violation for selling fentanyl. They searched her home last Tuesday, couldn't find her anywhere until they checked the couch cushions. Turns out Stacy was there, hiding inside the couch.
No.
Oh, and there's a picture of them finding her. I don't know if they were somehow tipped off to her being there or if checking the couch was a standard part of the process. In any event, Stacy's in a lot of trouble. In addition to the drugs and parole violation, she has a history of fraud and grand theft and passing bad checks.
She kills it in hide and seek, though.
Failed.
Yep.
Yeah. I just imagine Tommy Lee Jones giving his famous speech from The Fugitive that we played last week. I want you to check every couch, chase lounge, love seat, pull out sleeper, sofa, ottoman.
Rocking chair for 20 miles.
Dog bed, cat bed for 20 miles.
Oh, I
gotta watch that movie this weekend.
I love this story. I got to get the audio for this, too. I got 2 more for you. If the next presidential election is this close, God help us all. The small town of Rainier, Washington, near Seattle, had a city council election last month. The 2 guys running for the seat were Damian Green and Ryan Roth. So why are we talking about this a month later? Because they had to do a recount after Ryan won by 1 single vote. Ryan won 247 to 246. Here's why this is in the news. Damian, the guy running against Ryan, could have won. He didn't vote for himself.
What?
He told a reporter it just felt too, quote, narcissistic.
So you want to be in politics and play the game, but not play the game?
It's not clear if he voted for Ryan, wrote somebody else in, or didn't vote at all. There were 6 write-ins. Ryan says he also thought about not voting for himself, but his wife convinced him that he should. Without that vote, he and Damian would have tied. The last time the town had a tie, they picked the winner by flipping a coin.
It sounds like
the guy lost because idiot didn't vote for himself.
Damn. Failed.
Here he is talking about it. This is the
Why
loser.
should I endorse you if you don't endorse you?
Right? Yeah, if you don't believe in yourself,
If you're not going to work for yourself, how are you going to work for me?
Here's Damian Green talking about why he refused to vote for himself, and then Ryan Roth getting the confirmation after the recount that he'd officially won the spot on the city council.
I didn't feel comfortable voting for myself.
Idiot.
I thought it was kind of narcissistic, so I didn't.
We have no changes to the results. It looks like Mr. Roth unofficially is leading, and so it would become official this afternoon at 4 o'clock during our canvassing board meeting.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
They're all let down, too. The whole town's like, oh, whoa.
This is who's running.
Look at these 2 guys.
This is who's running the town here. And finally, Last December, a man in Florida was arrested after trying to shoplift from a Walmart while the store was hosting a Shop with a Cop event, which included around 40 officers. And now, yes, ladies and gentlemen, it has happened again. This time it was a 62-year-old woman in Michigan. She was caught trying to shoplift last Saturday while the store was holding its Shop with a Cop event, where around 75 officers were shopping with young children. A Walmart employee notified one of the cops that they saw a woman stealing more than $700 in merchandise. So the trooper followed her out to the vehicle, which was parked next to all the patrol vehicles that the officers brought to the Walmart. She was arrested and taken directly to fail jail.
Failed. Maybe she's just officer vehicle blind. Like I found out that my wife is she can't see. This must be the explanation. She can't see used dryer sheets. She can't see them. Because for some reason, I'm the only one that sees them.
Used dryer sheets.
Like a dryer sheet that comes out and it's like, stuck when you're folding clothes, the dryer sheet, like the dryer sheet.
What do you mean? Like she just folds them into the clothes?
No, they're just there. I'm the only one that seems to pick them up and throw them away. They'll be, like we'll fold clothes on the bed and like there's always a dryer sheet just sitting there. Or there's one on the floor.
Sheet blind.
She is dryer sheet blind. They don't exist in her brain. Maybe this gal just don't see 100 officer vehicles.
I'm not to judge the intelligence of Walmart shoppers, but being caught shoplifting during Shop with a Cop events is an annual tradition. In fact, we've talked about it before. 2022, 2019, 2016, 2015, 2011, all happening at Walmarts. All of them. And those are your Friday fail stories. Is Mr. Florentine here yet?
Let me see. Yeah, I mean, he's down the hallway. I know that.
All right, well, we'll talk to Jim Florentine next. If he's not in yet, we'll talk sports at Moon. Just saying, going into Sunday's games, we're all even with the fast lane. Just so you know.
Perfect picks all across.
Nope.
Perfect.
Perfectly wrong. 8:52. It is Friday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in those NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. We got a lane closed due to a stalled vehicle 70 westbound at Missouri K. There's also a lane closed due to a stalled vehicle 170 westbound near Scudder Avenue. Your point forecast mild, but mostly cloudy. High of 63. Right now it is 50 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
Well, that man should be here any second now.
That was magic.
Yeah. Wow. I have all those, rejoins, we call them, on a kind of a rotator. What are the odds? Jim Florentine's plays when he's supposed to be here 1 minute ago.
People probably thought he was just live.
Yeah, no, that was
for your birthday.
No, that was not live.
That was truly amazing.
You see Florentine in the hallway?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
I was looking for him.
I think he was down at Casey. All right, while we're waiting, let's do sports. All right, Mooners, what do you got?
Sports presented by DraftKings, a casino queen. Think you know football? Bet on it at DraftKings, a casino queen sportbook. Cardinals went into Tuesday's lottery with fifth best odds of receiving the top pick in the 2024 draft. Instead, they didn't even end up with the highest pick of any team in the National League Central Division. The lottery held in the ballroom during MLB's winter meetings at the Gaylord Opry Resort and Convention Center awarded the Cardinals the 7th overall pick. The Reds ended up with the 2nd overall pick. The Reds finished the season above 500 with a record of 82-80. And they had just a 0.9% chance to get the top pick. The Guardians, who were 76-86, will have the 1st overall pick in 2024. So much for being last.
All right. Well.
With the MLS trade window opening on Monday, City SC has one lined up and ready to go. City SC are trading midfielder Jared Stroud and defender Lucas Bartlett and a $300,000 of general allocation money to DC United for defensive midfielder Chris Durkin, according to a source confirming reports by the Post and the Athletics. The trade window opens officially 8 a.m. Central Time on Monday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jim Florentine.
What's up, dude?
Hey, we're just talking soccer, man. Just your favorite.
Oh, yeah, I love that. I like it just as much as pickleball.
Oh, it's hot right now. Pickleball is huge.
Yeah,
well, let's talk just real quick NFL.
Here's how we're going to talk about the NFL. Here, anybody's looking to make money or score points or win these pick'em challenges, just go check every week. Just go check what my pick is on the Steelers. Whatever I've picked on the Steelers, do the opposite, because screw that team every single year. Every time I pick them to win, they lose. Every time I pick them to lose, they win. Everyone on our team and their team had the Steelers to win, and they lost.
They lost to the Patriots.
So everybody's at 0 right
They
now.
lost to the Patriots.
The Patriots scored like 10 points in the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, they lost 6-0 last week.
And 10-7 the week before.
Yeah, what a joke. And then
You're a Steelers fan?
No, I'm
okay.
the opposite of a Steelers
He's
fan.
a
at
fan
this
of
point.
picking the right
I just
teams
want to
that
win.
will win.
So we do an NFL Pick'em challenge against another show, and individually in here, whoever loses each week here gets shot from this airsoft gun that is just torture.
My ass is so torn up, you have no idea.
I don't know how to take that.
What a line!
I know. It's good to know.
Hey, mine too.
So,
Oh, well, yeah.
So we-
I figured with you.
Yeah.
so we take
you
it
are a
pretty
comic.
seriously. Yeah, so we take it pretty seriously.
Yeah, we take it
Nobody
seriously.
wants to get shot.
You know, we're playing the sports station.
The
now.
thing is with gambling now with the NFL is you got to go the opposite way a lot of times because everyone thinks the Steelers, the under was 30 points last night. That was the lowest under in since 1994. So Steelers and then no one scores points and right away the
over
Patriots
won.
scored a first drive. And the over won and the Patriots won. So you got to go the opposite a lot of times with the gambling. Something's going on with the refs and the NFL and the gambling. No question.
This
Something's wrong
whole
with the Steelers.
season is wacky.
There's no question. Look at that play last night. They said he was offsides. You know, there was a false start on the center. It wasn't a false start. The Patriots were offsides. That would have kept that drive going.
Oh, you think there's something going on in the league?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
Like you're juiced ball talking right now?
There's something with the refs. The refs can affect the outcome of the game, especially late with the flags and no flags, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, how about
And now you got gambling in Vegas and, bookies and all that stuff going on and all that gambling money. And the NFL's all sponsored by, FanDuel and all those different gambling
Lauren,
sites.
look this up because I want to get the story right. So it just came out. Somebody had said that with all this online gambling, that's why men are not being men anymore.
Okay, I'll look it up.
Men are not having sex with women anymore because of all this online gambling. Just see if you could.
Because you guys are nerding out and it's so boring and we don't want to have sex with you. That's what the article probably says.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's got a point. 'Cause when I lose $500 on the under, I can't get an erection.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm mad. I'm
No,
like,
I
why
wanted
did
to get the
Okay,
right.
it's right here. It's right. It says financial analysis says sports betting is why men aren't getting laid. 30% of young men say they've not had sex in over a year, and they don't seem to care, which is surprising.
Because of online, because of gambling.
Because of addiction and the impact of the games themselves. You guys are getting way too emotional about this.
So, or men are getting the rush from
you guys
either
are
winning or
wasting
losing.
the erection on the field. You have taken the erection from the bedroom to the
Are we
watching.
showing as we're?
Probably. I don't know what you guys. I got home last night from my event. All of the blinds were closed. I walk in and I go, "What's been going on in here?" And the game was on, and my husband was sitting there
Naked.
What have you? I don't know.
So I took the over.
He had the Steelers going as well.
Why is everything sticky?
Oh man! Now you're a big Dolphins fan, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, had a good season.
Good year.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's always doom with them. You never know. I'm just waiting for it to come crashing down.
Waiting
But how
for
does a guy-
Tua's
how
head
does a
to
guy
finally
from-
just
from-
implode?
Yeah, someone too is going to get hurt again where he's having an unbelievable season. Something like that. Something's going to happen.
You a Marino guy? How'd you become a?
Yeah, Marino.
You're
Yeah,
from,
yeah.
right, you're from Brooklyn originally, right?
I was born there, but I lived down in
Jersey?
Florida when I was a kid.
Okay,
So
I was about to say,
okay.
how would you become a Dolphins fan?
thank
if you're
God
from-
I'm not a Jet fan. I mean, that's a life of misery. So, I think I picked a good team, but they've been bad for years. So who knows?
We were trying to figure out, Aaron Rodgers practicing again, and
Remember, he's
is it
like-
just
He was like teasing people, like I'm going to be back
Teasing
in 6
people.
weeks. Yeah, right. It's an acute.
He's not going to play.
no,
Dude.
it's
No,
just-
he's just doing
That's
that. There's no
insanity.
way. You can't get behind that offensive line with an Achilles injury, get a push off your foot to play. He's not. He's just messing with everybody. He's trolling everybody.
yeah, that's what I think too.
Yeah, he could still walk around. He got this different kind of surgery for the Achilles, but he could still walk around. But to actually play and run around in the pocket, there's no way.
Can you look at my picks for this weekend? I'd like you, after you get done on here with us, I just want you to look at my picks. You sound like you know what you're talking about.
I think I do, but I don't know. You never know with that. But I've had enough of this Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift stuff. I've had enough.
Well, I mean, you're talking to a diehard Chiefs fan over here, a season ticket holder.
Yeah, that's fine, but it's just like, it's obviously affecting him on the field. He's having his worst season he's ever had. He's catching 3 passes for 14 yards. His head's not into it. The guy's flying all over the world to go see her. He's got to deal with her on the phone. She's a drama queen. He doesn't need this. He's just a dumb football player. He doesn't need this chaos in his life.
Yeah, I look forward to the football metaphors in their breakup song, though.
Well, yeah, she's doing. She's going to write an album about him at some point,
Yeah.
which is good for her. I get it. And she's not used to dating like jocks like him. She dates these little wimpy guys that wear skinny jeans.
Yeah, he's probably the first guy that's ever picked her up and tossed her around a little
Yeah,
bit.
and she's not used to that. She likes to dominate the relationship, and I don't know if he likes that. And plus, he loves the attention. He's wears his goofy outfits
I do
all the
find
time.
it funny that she's in like Kansas City a lot. Like Taylor Swift to L.A.,
New York.
Paris,
She's from Tennessee,
London.
though. She's down.
Technically.
She's
yeah.
down with
But
the
she's
Midwest.
slumming it in Kansas City.
Everybody's slumming
We've
it
been
in
to Kansas City. You've been to Kansas City.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift is spending time in Kansas City.
Yeah. Kansas City's
weird.
like
I don't
the
know.
alley
It's
of
weird.
Missouri.
She got family here.
I almost feel like she's too
good.
good for Kansas City.
What?
Yeah, I know. She lived in London for a while. Okay, yeah, there's a big city. She's got a place in New York, Nashville. But yeah, Kansas City is a little
Kansas
weird.
City's a little weird.
A little too good for Kansas City, sounds
I don't know if I like her being in Kansas City. I'll be honest
What?
with you. I don't like it.
Because, it's the beginning of a relationship. Everybody goes along with everything in the beginning of a relationship. Yeah, this is great. And all of a sudden, this sucks.
It does suck.
As soon as Travis Kelce goes, hey, listen, the only thing open right now is Applebee's.
Ugh.
This is Kansas City, and I got a gift card. That's when she's going to go,
You know what? I just
I've had
feel
enough of this guy.
You know what I feel like?
2 for 20.
Listen, I know I'm not from here. I know I'm not from Missouri, but I've lived here 20 years. My kids are from
And you're crapping on Kansas
from Missouri.
City.
No, I'm
That's
not
fine.
crapping on Kansas City. I don't want to be when she breaks up with him eventually, the relationship sizzles out, she goes and just talks crap about Missouri.
Oh, well, it's kind
Like I
of...
feel
that's
like
what
she's
you're
gonna
really
She'll
concerned
write that in a song.
and I had to go to Missouri.
Yeah, and then
With all
they're
the
all going to
hicks
be
over there.
They're all going to be burning the Travis Kelce jerseys that they bought.
Yes.
They think they're fans. That's going to happen.
Yeah, if you hate it now, just wait for like 6 more months. It's
Oh
gonna
wait,
be-
if he screws her over somehow and it gets out there,
Oh, yeah, if he cheats or something.
yeah.
Bad news.
Yeah.
You do make a good point, though.
He has a face that does cheat, and he has allegedly
Oh, yeah.
cheated
Oh,
on
dude, I've
his
said-
wife.
Yeah.
What's a cheating face look like?
And plus,
Like Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce.
yeah, and plus some of the women he dated before do not look like Taylor Swift at
Right.
all.
No, he has a type.
He's got a type, and that's
ain't-
not her type. And when you go that other complete opposite of your type, eventually,
type?
Like a dirty girl.
He likes
big booty.
Big booty.
Big,
Oh.
booty, dirty girl.
Big booty gals.
And I'm
Yeah.
here for it. Like, I think she's a little too goody-goody for him. Like,
Yeah.
I think that he wants, like, a raunchy
Yeah,
hoe.
he
A
does.
raunchy hoe.
Yeah, that's what he likes. And now,
and that's cool. And
She's
I'm
not
down.
wrong. She's not wrong.
And let me just say this. I am pro-hoe. So I'm not dogging on that. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
big booty hoe.
Yeah.
And that's
Taylor
not
Swift
Taylor.
looks like she's always being blown over by the wind. If you ever watch her walk,
She's just-
she always looks like
she's in great
she always
shape.
leans as if she's trying to lean into the wind so she doesn't get blown over.
Jim, I've said this before. Travis Kelce looks like your friend from high school that would bang your girlfriend and then tell you about it, like he did you a favor.
Yeah,
You know
he's
what I
like,
mean?
whatever. She was lonely.
He's
You were
like-
out of town.
Yeah, or like
no
he
big
did,
deal.
He'd be like, dude, you know she's not the one.
No, you know what he would say?
He'd like want you to thank him because you're like, yeah, I banged her, but if she loved you, she wouldn't have done
You
that.
know what he would
You're
say?
welcome.
He would go, "I took care of that for you."
Yeah, that is exactly. And I know he plays on my team, and if he didn't play for the Chiefs, I'd hate his guts.
And the ladies
Rafe, I
want
took
him
care
to
of that
take
for you.
care
That
of
thing.
it. Okay?
What thing? I bang a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
now
took
you
care
know,
of that for
brother.
you. Thanks,
Now you
man.
know. Yeah, you know. Don't let her play with your heart like that. Wait, you banged her. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I did
you're
it for you.
welcome.
I did it for you, bud.
You're welcome.
Banged your mom, too.
What?
What? Why'd you do that? I'll just let you know.
She was in
ain't
the other
one.
room.
That was
And
an
you're welcome
accident.
for that too.
Yeah.
So Jim Florentine's at the St. Charles Funny Bone this weekend. Tonight, 7:30, 9:30. Tomorrow, 7 and 9:30. Back with Eddie Trunk and Don Jameson doing the rock thing
Yeah.
on YouTube. Watched a couple episodes.
Yeah, we're trying to get it together. We took a little break. Maybe we try to move it to a studio or whatever. But we figured, everyone doing stuff on Zoom. We're all over the
Yeah.
place. Let's just do that. We have the rock stars come in and stuff. So we'll see where it
You got
goes.
some good guests.
Yeah, no, we got great guests. The problem is, technology. One guy's in his car. He doesn't have good service and stuff like that. So it gets a
Yeah.
little wonky with that. But we're all friends, and we're trying to figure out a way to get the show back on. Just doing it ourselves. We obviously couldn't use that metal show name.
So VH1 owns that.
Yeah, so we just changed it to That Rocks, and it's us three guys. So
Yeah,
we'll
it's
see.
cool. It's cool. I mean, you guys are in little, Zoom boxes.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw the episode with Scott Ian, and I saw the episode with Ted Nugent.
Yeah. It's great.
Were you at the Final Kiss show?
No.
I would figure that would be something you know, all three.
I
of you
never
would be
really got
acting
into
up.
Kiss that much.
Who's your favorite band?
Black Sabbath.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I never got into Kiss. My older brothers got me into music, and Kiss wasn't on the radar. And then by the time I got into them, it was like, it's a little corny.
What do you think about Ozzy? You think if he's got one more show left in him, you think Black Sabbath would get back together, like Bill Ward would get over his crap and they do one-off show?
No, Ozzy's like not in good health.
I know he's not.
Yeah, you see pictures. He's in like the paparazzis take a picture of him and stuff.
Yeah.
He's walking with a cane and. He's got Parkinson's and he had back surgery. I suppose they messed up the back surgery.
Well,
too,
this is
so
what
he
is
could
it today? The 20th anniversary of his ATV accident.
Yeah, of the
like today is
Right, he's 70. He turned 75
On Sunday.
Yeah, on Sunday. Yeah. There's too much bad blood, and plus, he just can't do it. Like he wants to, but he said, "I'm not going to come out in a chair like Phil Collins and sit in a chair. I can't do that."
Well, I heard an interview with him the other day. Like Geezer Butler hasn't called him. As far as like how you doing?
Well, that's because
Hey, how
the
you
wives
feeling?
don't get along.
Because the wives.
He said it's because he's even said our wives don't get along, so you can't call your friend.
Did you go to the final tour, the end?
Yeah.
With Tommy Clufetto's on drums instead of Bill Ward. That, I went to the Chicago show for that, and it was really sad. I really wanted to see all those guys. I wanted Bill Ward to get over everything, and I wanted them to all come back together for the end. And so I've always had kind of this romanticism of they will come back together for one last show, maybe in a chair for Ozzy. I don't know. But
well, did you see the last time Ozzy played live? He had like a back brace thing, it almost looked like a guitar stand.
Like to stand him up.
To stand him up.
Awful.
Dang.
It looked like it put
He don't
Ozzy
want
in a
that.
guitar stand
Yeah,
so he
he-
could stand up.
He
you know
doesn't
what?
want that.
His-
And he doesn't need it either.
His comment on not wanting to sit down, I thought about when Dave Grohl broke his leg and that throne was out there. I mean, you can do it. You can do a good show.
I would be
sitting down.
pissed off if I saw Dave Grohl and the Foo Fighters and Dave was sitting down.
I saw that. I saw that show. I saw it too, and I also saw Axl in the same throne
same
because that was
throne.
Dave Grohl's throne. And Axl sounded great. It was when they first got back together, and he sounded great because he wasn't running around, so he sounded really good. I would see Ozzy in a throne. That's a good idea to put him in a throne, but the drummers are always the first ones to go as far as as they get older. And Bill Ward, playing a 2-hour show, that's going to be tough on him. And that was the original reason. They thought he was going to get back together, but then they said he wasn't in shape and he needed some shoulder surgery, and you got to play an hour, 45 minutes or 2 hours like that. And so that was the reason. I know, believe me, I wanted Bill there too. It would have been nice to have those four, but... but Geezer and Ozzy don't talk because of the wives. It's like,
wives.
come on.
Yeah, right.
If I had a wife and go, no, you can't talk to a guy you've known for 50 years, I'm like, F you.
Especially when you've built your success in your marriage on the backbone of that money that you made in the band.
And by the way, the two wives. So Geezer Butler's wife, Gloria Butler, is a music manager too.
From St. Louis.
From St. Louis.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, you have two very hard-headed women. But that shouldn't have to do anything with the history of the husbands.
He couldn't sneak away and text them.
Right.
Like you text an ex-girlfriend. Yeah, it's good to hear from you.
But is it a yes, dear? I don't want you talking to that Ozzy anymore. Yes, dear. Yes, dear.
That sucks.
I won't text him. I don't know. These nostalgia runs seem to be a thing now. So Aerosmith wound up canceling here in St. Louis. Would have liked to have seen them.
Yeah.
Kiss did their final run. Who's doing the nostalgia tours?
For now.
Well, AC/DC playing Power Trip Festival, I mean, that gave dreams of, oh my God, AC/DC is going to come back out of retirement. Like Brian Johnson can hear again, and they're just going to come out. And I think it can happen. What do you think about that?
There's rumors that they're going to do a festival over in Europe. They're already booked. Someone leaked it.
AC/DC?
So they're going to do, those big festivals over in Europe in the summer. Yeah,
Good for St.
Hellfest,
Louis,
one of them. So they'll probably do, I'm thinking they're going to do like 10 stadium shows in the States.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
They'll do it over the summer next year.
I love people get excited about, oh my God, AC/DC's played a big festival out in Berlin, Germany.
Right.
You ain't going.
Get on a
Maybe.
flight, man.
You ain't going.
I used to want to go to Hellfest. Have you ever been to Hellfest?
I haven't. I did download one year, which
That's
was
cool.
great. I want to go to one. I'm thinking about maybe this year going to one of those
You
big
should.
festivals.
I know. We were talking about
Huge.
Aerosmith earlier. So it was Steven Tyler's quote-unquote vocal issues, but we're thinking maybe it has something to do with the pending lawsuits against him.
Yeah.
That
No, he
stopped the
did.
tour.
I mean, I wanted to go. The first show was in Philadelphia over Labor Day weekend. I'm like, I was like, I got to go because I don't know how long this tour is going to last. I didn't go because the tickets was like $600 on StubHub. I'm like, I'm not paying.
Learn
that
how much did you spend on tickets?
I spent over $1,000.
Yeah, they were sick. I'm like, I'm not paying $600 for this. And they were going to play Newark and Jersey by me or the Garden in January. I go, I'll wait, but I don't know. And of course, the tour was over after five shows.
Five
So
shows.
bummed out.
So you really think it was vocal issues?
It was vocal issues, yeah. I mean, and then now with all the stuff going on, I think if he can get his vocal issues fixed, he'll do shows again.
Yeah, it's a band I'd like to. I don't think I really ever saw. I saw them at a little thing that did like 5 songs.
Yeah, I went out to Vegas for their residency, like right as it started, like in 2017, and that was the last time I've seen them. And it's one of my top bands. I just love them. And I got an email from Ticketmaster last week, and some listeners were hitting me up. They're like, "Are you going to get your refund?" And I'm holding out. Hope. I'm not getting a refund yet because I think they will possibly reschedule that.
They're holding on to your money?
Yeah. No, you can,
I still think Rage Against the Machine.
I think Rage Against the Machine still has our money.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain.
Yeah.
When they canceled their tour, I don't remember. I don't recall
Little
a
known,
refund.
the credit card machine was the machine they were raging against.
I saw that show twice at the Garden. They did 5 nights in Madison Square Garden.
How was it?
Rub it in.
It was great with Zach just sitting on a speaker, just sitting on the stage. It was
That's not
great.
the same.
I know it wasn't, but it's still cool. He was still going crazy just sitting down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Still
was
something.
amazing.
I would have been bummed out had he done a sitting show.
It's one of my favorite bands, though, man. I still have never seen
you've
them.
never seen them?
I'd have seen anything. I'd have
Oh,
taken
I
anything.
saw him in their
dude.
prime. Was unbelievable.
They're ever
Insane.
going to use this hologram technology they keep trying to force on us. It seems like all these things we're discussing are good times. Like get Ozzy in a chair, but then have some old, younger holograms of Ozzy doing some stuff
Yeah,
on
well,
stage.
that's what Kiss said they're going to do. It's going to be hologram Kiss going forward.
The avatars.
Avatar. Yeah, come on.
Nobody's going to see
Did you
that.
see the Dio hologram tour?
I did. It was okay. It was a little weird, but that's not going to, no one's going to be doing arenas doing that stuff.
Yeah.
That's for like a little club.
Is that
if
what
you're
you
a
saw?
huge fan.
So it was a Dio hologram show.
Yeah.
And where was it at?
It was in Jersey.
So is that a smaller place?
Yeah, it was probably about a 700, 800 seat little theater.
But is it like watching a movie?
They got the guys playing.
Oh, so
and
it's
he's
a
up on
real,
the
so
screen.
it's a
Yeah.
real, like a real band.
Yeah,
playing.
it's his real band that it was most of his backing band. A lot of guys that were in Dio before playing, but I don't know, it just didn't have the same
Oh,
feel.
that's weird.
I can see it being like a interesting gimmick in like a theater or something like that. I mean, there is a couple of those acts. So isn't there a Japanese band that does like a?
Well, the Gorillas. The Gorillas is a
Yeah.
cartoon, the cartoon band.
Yeah, but there's like an
But they have
arena.
a band, you see the cartoons, but a band playing behind them.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But that's been the gimmick since the get-go. It's
Yeah.
part of the brand. And I can see it kind of being something like that. But these nostalgia acts that we all grew up listening to that aren't or didn't play with tracks and guitar tracks and vocal tracks going full hologram, that's asinine. That's ridiculous.
I don't know. Def Leppard just announced that they're going to play Busch Stadium this summer. Is it Def Leppard,
Journey,
Cheap Trick?
Yeah.
We got here.
Yeah, and we had them in 2022, I think, right? The stadium tour came through with Motley Crue, and man, the sound was not good at Busch. And a lot of people are like, they better.
Well,
get
Motley
that
Crue
fixed.
sounded terrible.
Yeah.
But Def Leppard sounded a little too good.
I enjoyed it.
Def Leppard sounded
Supposedly they don't do any backing
a little
tracks.
too good.
The Def Leppard.
Oh, yeah.
Like they rehearse beforehand. They're all doing warm up for like an hour before the show. I'm hearing they don't use any.
Oh yeah.
As far as Motley, that's the jury's out on that.
Dude, I saw Def Leppard and Poison at Chaffetz, I think, a couple years ago here, and it was like you've never seen more of a dichotomy of a guy that took care of himself and a guy that didn't. Like the dude, Def Leppard guitarist looks like
Phil Collins.
Cybergenics. Dude, that guy's like ripped.
Yeah.
He's got on like
Oh yeah.
He's
He-Man.
goofing, dude.
He's greased
Yeah,
up.
he
greased
looks
up.
ridiculous.
And like that guy still, I'm like,
So
dude, I
good.
would kill. He guy's like 70 years old, and I'd swap bodies with him like that.
Yep.
And then the lead singer of Def Leppard was just in like bedazzled sweatpants. And his move was to take the microphone stand and balance it on your hand like a baseball bat when you were a little kid.
I
and
think
I was like,
Joe Elliott's in pretty good shape.
he didn't look
It's-
like he was.
it's
He
Vince-
didn't move at all.
It's
He's grown
Vince
into
Neil.
his body, however old he is.
Vince Neil from Motley Crue has.
Not looking good.
Sweet Vince. I have a soft spot in
Sweet-
my heart for
sweet
sweet
Vince.
I do. And he didn't sound as bad. Like everybody was dogging on Vince Neil because of his helium vocals. And honestly, like they played Livewire and I was all over it, man. He sounded great.
Yeah, they put out his worst moments in those viral clips.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
know.
it's like, dude, I mean, anybody that's performed anything has had some bad moments. And if
Sometimes he's good, and sometimes you never know what you're going to get with Motley. You can get a great show, or you can get a not so good. But I have a soft spot for Vince too, because Vince is like, hey man, I don't care anymore. Like I'm just going to put on weight. I don't eat.
Yeah.
I don't worry. I'm just going to live my life. The guy's just like still just hanging around with 2 girls, friggin' drinking and stuff like that. He's like, this is what I want to do.
That's him.
I kind of respect that in a weird way.
Yeah.
And listen, you're going the show to hear the songs. You're singing along anyway. You don't care what he sounds like.
Yeah.
And you got the 2 backup girl singers, the
Yeah,
strippers
they're
out
great.
there, the
Yeah.
distract. It's a big distraction.
You're singing Dr. Feelgood. You're not even hearing what he's doing. You don't even. You just see him. You don't care.
Yeah. Plus, it's a fun band. He's not Sebastian Bach, and he never has tried to be. You know what I mean?
Sebastian Bach just put out a new song today. That sounds pretty damn good, dude. That dude's voice.
He's a shredder singer, and Vince Neil's never been known as a shredder singer. So for people to be crashing on him, you're like, what in the hell have you been buying all these?
Are you a Skid? We talked about Skid Row a couple weeks
ago.
I
love Sebastian Bach. I think the guy rips. When we played with him in South Korea, I was like, oh my God, we're playing with Skid Row. That was the other guy.
That's sweet.
Still good.
Who was the other? What's the other guy's name?
They've been on six singers so far.
Yeah, still good.
No, the original Skid Row lineup.
But
Dude,
it wasn't
listen to Monkey
Sebastian.
Business. That's the jam. Right there.
Yeah.
Sebastian shreds. He shreds. And you knew that going in. That's one of the reasons you went to see Skid Row. But it's not one of the reasons you went to see Vince Neil. It's not. It was for the party. It's for the fun. It's for the show.
Yeah, it's to see Tommy Lee, do like the things
Roller
on
coaster.
the roller coaster drums and
Yeah. So
the
zoom
fire
in,
and the
zoom
chicks
in
and
on
stuff
his
like that.
on his vocals for one TikTok thing or
I
something.
know.
That's unfair.
Well, John 5 brings some new energy to the band.
Oh, that's right. John
Yeah.
Five's in the band.
Yeah, I saw the
Absolute
first
shredder.
show back last year with
Oh,
John
that
5 in the
dude's
band.
great.
Yeah, he's great.
He fits in well.
Yeah, he
Seems
fits
like
in
he fits
great.
in well.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like, he's played for so many people, but on his Instagram and different places, you can tell like he's a fan.
Oh, he's a
like,
huge
oh my God,
fan.
I'm playing with Motley Crue.
He's a huge fan of Motley
Yeah, dude,
Crue.
he is. You could tell. He's
That
like,
was a weird move going from Rob Zombie to Motley Crue.
I agree.
How about from Marilyn Manson to Rob Zombie to Motley
Right,
Crue?
but Rob, I was like, wow, that was a shock. I know he's a big '80s fan. Johnny knows every song, and stuff like that. But for him to go from Rob to Motley, but you're thinking, all right, Motley's definitely going to be doing a lot of tours because he's not going to leave that cash cow. Rob coming around every summer. So
Yeah, I think he actually blindsided Rob Zombie when he said he was joining Motley Crue.
I bet.
oh, for real? Oh,
Yeah.
I figured this was pickup stuff.
I can't remember if that
No,
was...
he's a full-fledged member of Motley
he's a
Crue.
full-fledged member. Yeah, and then they brought the original guy, Rooks or something, back with Rob Zombie, and
Yeah.
that wasn't even out there. Like Rob did some big show out in California, big festival, and he was there, and John 5 wasn't there. He goes, "Hey, we got an original guy." He didn't even announce it, so there's
What?
definitely something went down.
Yeah,
we
there's
had him
something
on
went down.
that rock show, John. He said, "Yeah, I haven't talked to Rob. I'd love to talk to him." So I
Oh,
haven't talked
no.
since. So.
I had no idea. I thought this was like hey, we're doing a tour and John Vibe's playing.
No, he's a permanent member now. They recorded like
recording.
5 new songs that are
See,
coming out too.
I didn't get the newsletter, but
Yeah, check your spam folder for your John
Shoot,
5
dude.
quarterly.
Yeah.
well, I didn't follow him. I didn't get my crew letter.
Somebody said to ask you about the Texas Hippie Coalition.
Yeah, I like those guys.
Why should I ask him about the Texas Hippie Coalition?
There's a band out of Texas. They're kind of like a Pantera,
Like a
but not as
hippie
heavy.
so it's something to check out.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're good.
okay.
Yeah, they got
Somebody-
like 5 records
Somebody
out.
said like you got a story about
Yeah, it's
them.
got some
Okay, so
crazy
something to
story.
check out. Okay,
Cool.
Texas
All
Hippie
right.
Coalition. I do before Jim leaves. I do want to play a game with Jim, and give us a call 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. We do a couple rounds. I don't know if you've played this with us before. It's called Just the Two of Us. So we'll get a listener on the phone. And the listener, you're going to play all the time. So a listener will pick a Rizz Show member here to go up against you. So Rafe will read a question. We'll write our answers down. If 3 of our 5 answers match, the listener gets a prize. Simple as that. So we're going to try to mind
It's a
meld.
music question?
No, just
Okay,
it's just
anything.
any question.
All right.
Very family feudish.
It's very family
Okay.
feudish, and
All
we're
right.
going to try to whoever you're playing with kind of mind meld to get an answer, and our answers have to match. So 3 of the 5 answers, if they match, our listener gets fabulous prizes, including tickets to go see Steel Panther, which would be they'll be at the Factory next Sunday, the 17th. I'm sure you've seen Steel Panther.
Love them.
Love them too.
They're great.
We don't have to work on Monday either.
I know. So exciting.
Man, I'm going.
Yeah.
They're so good.
See you there.
We got tickets to go see Sebastian Maniscalco, and we got tickets to go see Moon and Punk Rock Christmas tomorrow over at the pageant. All right, let's go to the phones here. This is a simple game. So, again, Jim's playing the whole time. Lern got you a pen and paper over there, so you have to write your answer down. Jason, good morning.
Morning, Rizz. Happy birthday.
Thanks, buddy. All right, Jason, pick a Rizz Show member.
Let's go with Moon.
All right.
Yes.
So Moon is playing with Jim Florentine. All right, so don't say your answer out loud. Just write your answer down. If you match 3 of the 5, Jason gets tickets. All right, here we go. Rafe?
All right, gentlemen. A country in Europe.
Name a country in Europe.
A game played at a picnic. A game played at a picnic. A famous painter. Famous painter. Number 4, a bird that cannot fly. A bird that cannot fly.
Jim's got a very confused look on his face.
On every one of them.
Have my answer.
Finally, 5, a breakfast cereal mascot.
Breakfast cereal
Mascot.
Oh, man. Man. These are tough. Starting off with a hell of a round.
All right, so here's how we're going to figure this out. So Rafe will read the question again. Lern will count down 3, 2, 1. And Jim and Moon, you'll say your answers at the same exact time to see if you guys match. Okay? So say them at the same exact time. And we'll see if we get 3 or 5.
No, I just had to finish it off.
You keep looking around like you're trying to copy off someone's
No,
paper.
no, no,
and
no,
I'm
no.
dying laughing.
What was the tough one for you? The bird?
No, the bird. No, it was the last one.
Cereal mascot?
A cereal
Yeah.
mascot.
Got
Okay.
one?
Oh, really?
I got it, but I
thought
just.
that was the easy one.
Let's see what
no.
happens here.
You might do better than you
You
think.
also thought John 5 wasn't a Motley Crue,
Well, I knew he was in. I just
No,
didn't
I
know he was in.
and you're waiting for Rizz to come back, which they never will, which is unfortunate.
All right, here we go. Rafe.
All right. A country in Europe. 3, 2,
Oh, I'm sorry.
1.
3, 2, 1.
Hang on.
Oh, God.
Learn,
guys.
count it down.
3, 2, 1.
England.
Norway.
Okay.
Norway.
No.
That's all right.
All right, on 1, we'll Sam. Number 2.
There's some good metal bands out of Norway. That's why I said
You're
it.
making it. Norway was the number 1 answer.
No, it was not.
This is a tough one for me.
All right, a game played at a picnic.
3, 2, 1.
Wiffle ball.
Washers. Dang, wiffle ball.
Good
That's
answer.
a
Okay.
good
Horseshoes, number
Why
1
would
answer.
he say washers? He's an East Coast guy. He don't know
I said
washers.
What the
cat.
hell do I know?
What is washers?
It's kind of
See?
like
Like
horseshoes
horseshoes.
where you play with these little metal discs so you don't.
Oh, yeah,
so
no,
the
I
kid
never
doesn't
heard
get hit in the
that.
head.
Oh,
It's
dang.
pretty
Wiffle
addicting.
balls are great.
It's pretty good time.
Wiffle ball's a
I
good
always
one.
said horseshoes.
0 for 2. We got a patient 0.
No.
All right, number 3, a famous painter.
3, 2, 1.
Da
Picasso.
Vinci. Dang it! I was gonna say Picasso.
And go was the
Sorry,
number 1
Jason.
answer.
Picasso was the answer.
Picasso.
Go on, just see if we get at least one right.
Number 4, a bird that cannot fly.
3, 2, 1.
Penguin.
Ostrich.
Penguin was the number 1 answer.
I had penguin.
And finally, for the sweep, a breakfast cereal mascot.
3, 2, 1.
Tony the
Leprechaun.
Tiger.
Leprechaun.
Oh,
See,
no.
that's the one I put Lucky Charms, and I'm thinking, what the hell is that again?
Lucky.
Why? Yeah.
Lucky the Leprechaun.
But Leprechaun, yeah.
All right, terrible
Tony the
start.
Tiger.
Let's go to Chris and Arnold. Chris, good morning.
Man.
Morning.
All right, pick somebody.
Rafe.
All right, Rafe and Jim Florentine.
All right.
Just the two of us. Round number 2. Here we go.
All right, I'll be asking the questions. We'll be, don't peek. All right. A famous rock band from the 70s. Number 2, a type of flower given on Valentine's Day. Number 3, an item found in a first aid kit. Number 4, a board game for families. A board game for families. And finally, number 5, a creature that lives underwater.
Oh, dude.
Do you need any repeated?
No.
You got at least 3 here.
I hope.
I mean,
I always, when a comedian comes in, I feel pressure. When
that you have to be funny every time?
2 comics, man, we got to be on the.
3 of my answers are Norway. I hope that's.
I hope you're ready for that.
I'm like, did we err on the side of funny or trying to match?
All right, here we go. Learn,
Okay.
count it down.
All right, here we go.
A famous rock band from the 70s.
3, 2, 1.
Black Sabbath.
Oh, Black.
Because rock, it's like if you said metal.
I just thought you'd say Black Sabbath.
I had
was
Zeppelin.
playing the Zeppelin. Skinner
I
was
had Black
good. Zeppelin
Sabbath.
was good.
Zeppelin was the
I had Black
You had
Sabbath. I
too?
thought I was
Moon, you had Sabbath?
betting on what had been
You
said.
didn't
in the
write
room.
anything down.
I had Sabbath.
Number 2, a type of flower given on Valentine's Day.
3, 2, 1.
Rose.
Very good,
God.
gentlemen.
1.
Crushing it. 1. Number 3, an item found in a first aid kit.
3, 2, 1.
Band-Aid.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes,
Oh,
here we
gosh.
go. Here we
Feeling it.
go.
God, I hope we got this one. Number
Gotta get
4.
one. Gotta get one of the next
A
two.
board game for families.
3, 2, 1.
Monopoly.
Yeah, winner.
And I wasn't going to put Monopoly. I'm like, the kids,
Almost
can they
did.
really
Yeah,
play? Because it's kind of difficult.
I started thinking about the money.
The money.
And I was
Yeah.
like, wait, is this? But then I was like, I don't remember any other games. so I'm
Same
gonna
with
leave
me.
And the last one, just go ahead.
Number 5, a creature that lives underwater.
3, 2, 1.
Alligator.
All right.
Whale.
I said fish. You said alligator. Doesn't matter. 3 out of 5. Somebody
Winner.
took home tickets.
Let's do one more here.
that.
Murphy, hello.
How you doing? Happy birthday, Rizz.
Thanks, buddy. Pick somebody.
I'll go with Moon.
All right,
Yes,
Moon
redemption.
and Jim, redemption
Let's do
time.
it. Lock
All
it
right.
up.
All right.
Okay.
We're mind melding. Here we go.
An author of classic literature. A toy popular in the 1990s.
Toy popular in the 1990s.
Yeah, 90s.
It's all right, bro.
Okay.
I was a grown man in the 90s.
Well,
Playing with toys. Okay.
one of the 7 dwarves whose name does not end in Y. One of the 7 dwarves whose name does not end in a Y. Number 4, a mythical creature. And number 5, name something people eat with crackers.
We got a winner here. We got a
You think
winner
so?
here.
There's some tough ones.
There was, there's one tough one, but I feel like the other 4 are doable.
Let's do this. We're doing this for
I feel
Murph.
good about
Final
it.
rounds
Murph,
here.
here we go. Jim Florentine and Moon Valjean, an author of classic literature.
3, 2, 1.
Mark
Shakespeare.
Twain.
Shakespeare. Had it.
Shakespeare's the guy.
Shakespeare. Twain's good. Top 2 answers. You're.
This one.
I want to hear what Jim says here.
I just want to hear what you say. A toy popular in the 1990s.
3, 2, 1.
Tickle
Ninja
me.
Turtle doll.
Oh,
That's a
it's
good
a
one.
Ninja Turtles too.
Turtles is
good.
true. What'd you say?
I said Tickle Me Elmo, but I was going to say Super Soaker.
Elmo's good.
I had Barbie.
Ninja Turtles. Good answer.
That was a good answer?
That was a great
It
answer.
was.
That
All right.
That was
Huge.
popular. I thought you were going to.
Will we go 0 for
Like
10?
cocaine. I was a grown man. All right, number 3. One of the 7 dwarves whose name does not end in a Y.
3, 2, 1.
Doc.
Yeah.
The comeback begins.
Oh, we got to sweep out here, guys.
Number 4. A mythical creature.
3, 2, 1.
Medusa.
Unicorn.
Medusa.
Bigfoot, number 1 answer.
It's an Anthrax song, that's why.
Loch
I
Ness
thought we were
Monster.
locking together.
I had
Come on.
Dragon at first, and I thought maybe he's a GOT fan.
Just
or-
for
Unicorn.
posterity here.
All right, name something people eat with crackers.
3, 2, 1.
Cheese.
Peanut butter.
Oh, boy.
It's doomed.
Oh, no.
Both excellent things with crackers.
Both of them go.
Top 2
but-
cracker toppings, but sorry, boys.
Hey, I do before we let you go, Jim. I do want to play one of your calls that at the top of your Twitter page, dude, had us laughing in the studio. I guess you're still doing the
Yeah, the
terrorizing
terrorizing telemarketers. Yeah, I mean, why not?
I love it.
It's so good.
I reconnected my house phone after all these years and plugged it in and just, and they start calling right away. Like I did an album like 8 years ago with calls, and then I just disconnected my house phone because I don't need it. I plugged it back in 8 years later. I still had the same companies calling me, like these window companies. They must just keep calling and calling until someone picks up.
Right.
Yeah,
It's great.
This is hilarious. This one is called. Did you hear this, Rafe?
I don't know. I was talking about, or I think last time I saw you, last time you were at the Funny Bone, man, I can't remember if you did something about where you kept passing the phone to your brother.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me put my brother on the phone.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's hilarious. That's a classic.
It's classic.
This
It's
is
one of my favorites.
terrorizing a telemarketer. Track is called "Okay."
Hello, James.
Yes.
Good day to you. I am calling on a recorded line with insurance quote. So are you interested in saving money?
It's saving money on what?
It's saving money on your car insurance, James.
What's that?
It is for your auto insurance. Do you currently have car insurance for it?
I don't know. How would I know?
So, James, I'm going to transfer you now to the licensed agent. So, could you please stay on the line? Stay on the line, okay?
Like she has to have your confirmation.
Yes. And I know.
James?
Yeah.
Okay, so please stay on the line, okay?
He's just holding her prisoner at this point.
I'm going to transfer you now, okay? Stay on the line. James, is it okay for you if I'm going to transfer you now to the licensed agent?
What?
Is it okay for you if I'm going to transfer you now to the licensed agent?
What do you mean?
What I mean is I'm going to transfer you now to the licensed agent. So, can you please stay on the line? Hello, James?
Yeah.
Okay, so please stay on the line, okay?
Oh, man. It's brutal.
Her blood pressure is crazy at this point.
James?
Yeah.
I would just like to know if it's okay to you if I'm going to transfer you now to the licensed agent. So please stay on the line, okay? James, is it a yes or no?
What?
Is it okay for you if I'm going to transfer you now to the licensed agent?
What do you mean?
What I mean is I'm going to transfer you now to the licensed agent. So please stay on the line, okay?
What's that?
James, I want to know if it's okay to you or not.
What do you mean? Yeah, it's okay now.
It's always okay at the end.
That's awesome.
I don't want to keep, like, I know I'm going to lose them, so I got to answer every once in a while. Like, what? What do you mean? To lure them back in. So that's why I always say, and I always play dumb. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to get the information.
Dude, I've worked at, when I was in college, I sold, we would go in and try to sell AT&T back to people who hated AT&T. And I just know that she's sitting in a cubicle and there's like they get ready to ring the bell and like make the little tick, because it's like weird boiler room stuff happening in those rooms.
Oh, yeah, I know she has to get the confirmation, like you said. Yeah. Okay, and I say okay, then she's going to transfer you. So I'm like, oh, perfect. So I'm never going to say okay.
Man, there's like a floor manager looking at her, like waiting to make the tick mark, and you're just holding her hostage.
Hilarious.
Amazing.
All right, there he is, the great Jim Florentine. See him at the Funny Bone St. Charles this weekend. Tonight, 7:30 and 9:30. Tomorrow, 7 to 9:30.
I think it is confirmed that this is at least Jim's 5th time here.
No, you gave me a plaque last time I was in.
I think it was
me and Nikki had the most appearances. Me and Nikki Glazer.
Yeah, and last time you were here was in whatever year it was, and we weren't sure if it was 4th or 5th. Now, for the 5th timers, it's beyond a plaque. It's the red jacket, which is currently donned on our
mannequin.
Our mannequin Carl, which we'll need you to sign before you leave, maybe for the 3rd
So
time.
I get the red jacket?
You got the red jacket.
You get it for like 30 seconds.
So we can take a picture of you.
Oh, okay. I thought I got to go.
All right, what else were we plugging,
like
Jim?
SNL.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah. So just, and the new Terrorizing Telemarketers Volume 7 is out wherever you get your music.
All right, there he is, the great Jim Florentine. See him at Funny Bone St. Charles this weekend. We'll take one final break. We'll come back and wrap her up. That's it. Another week in the books. One more week to go before our holiday break.
I am ready
I'm sad.
for the break.
Well, we got a busy weekend.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm going out tonight with some friends. Tomorrow's Punk Rock Christmas.
Heck yes.
Cool.
Heck yes.
Tomorrow's Punk Rock Christmas at the pageant. Get your tickets now.
Yeah, trying to sell this thing out. Only have honestly not that many left. Maybe 200 tickets left to go.
Oh, it'll go.
Yeah,
that'll sell out, man.
And the weather's going to be nice. It's going to be like a regular 50-something degree day. So if you want to walk up, fine, that's fine. But I would suggest getting your tickets in advance. VIP tickets are still available. Mission Taco is doing like this awesome taco bar. I'm going to feed all of our VIP folks. We're going to give you a little tour. We're going to perform some songs, sound check style and acoustic. Have you on stage? You get to see our amps, our guitars, kind of like a mini backstage tour as well in the VIP situation. Also, Christmas in St. Louis, our big giant hit that's going to knock out Mariah Carey's single, has a video coming out today on the YouTube.
Video drops.
So
Uncensored?
That'll be fun. Uncensored.
Okay.
Yeah, you see Tim Convey's undersack.
Oh, no, again?
Again.
Oh,
City.
my gosh.
Goes down in
If I
chimney
had a
with, right?
nickel.
How many times Tim Convey's
Tune in.
undersack was around?
Tomorrow's show is a family show.
Just to reiterate.
Yeah, it is a family show. Clownfest goes on at 8, so make sure you get there. Doors are at 7.
All right.
Gonna be
We'll see
so
everybody
cool.
at Punk Rock Christmas tomorrow. All right. Today's podcast is titled.
It is titled "The Battle of the Buckets." Jim Florentine.
And thanks to Jim Florentine for stopping by.
Heck yeah, he's great.
See him at the Funny Bone St. Charles this weekend. Learn anything else?
Yeah, my band's playing on Sunday from 2 to 5 at Copper Fire in Belleville. It's a free show. We play classic rock covers, and we have a couple of Christmas jams to bring out.
Oh.
So hold on to your butts. It won't be as good as Punk Rock Christmas.
Hold on
I
to your
promise.
buckets, guys.
Oh, hey, also to mention the show tomorrow. Costumes welcome. Last year we had like a costume contest. We're not going to do a contest. We still have some giveaways. We're going to throw some things out from stage. But everybody, like, this is
Scarier the better.
Yeah, Christmas is supposed to throw up on the pageant tomorrow. That is the point. Let's just go all Christmas. Let's start the season, party, and bring a costume or wear wacky Christmas stuff if you'd like.
Rafe.
I'm straight.
All right. Scott?
Yeah, I know everyone's going to Punk Rock Christmas tomorrow, but there are 2 shows Saturday, and then you got to go Sunday. That's the last chance to see me singing in the Christmas production over at St. Louis Family Church. So come out this weekend. It's going to be awesome, and it's been a lot of fun. And I
Sounds like an
promise,
angel.
I'm giving you free cookies if you come.
That's cool.
That's my
cookies.
promise.
Actually, retract also. Go watch the episode of Number 2 Show with Clownfish yesterday. We had a really good time. We had a real fun live episode, but it's up on YouTube, so go check that out.
That's awesome.
All right.